as a choice and to be informed of how your heart is doing, you got the ability to do that with Life Imaging. We've had so many listeners that have gone to Life Imaging, found out they had heart disease, had to have it taken care of, and saved their lives. Listen, get in there. It doesn't take that long, and it's definitely worth doing. You pick up your cell phone and you dial pound 250. You say the keywords free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. And, there's a few minimum requirements, but this is definitely worth doing. It's called Life Imaging. And when you get in there, ask about cancer screening. Finding out early about cancer can save your life. It's Life Imaging. Once again, pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keywords free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. Please tell them that Russ Rollins and the Monster sent you to Life Imaging. Scan while you can at Life Imaging.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit hbnusa.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. FUN. F-U-N. That's fun. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Tuesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day. And we do have a big show set up for you this afternoon. We'll get you caught up on what's happening in the world. Jack and the boys will do that with JCS News, 4 o'clock hour. It's a special edition of Whiskey of the Week. 5 o'clock hour, we'll talk to new Fox News guy, Jack Royer. He just joined the crew.
How about that?
We'll do trivia as well. We'll end it up with Ross Thoughts. It's Only Money with our buddy Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim, straight ahead. Producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien Ross Padgett.
Jim said Jack and the boys.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Find us easily on social, Instagram, Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, just at Jim Colbert Show all day, every day. JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can check us out on YouTube. Get involved with our question of the day. Watch us do the show live. If you want to send a talkback, get involved with the conversation. That's easy and free. Grab the iHeartRadio app, go straight to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack. Your 3 o'clock keyword is fun. F-U-N. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Fun is the word, guys. Go get that money.
Let's check that, too. Let's see if we have had a winner today.
Oh, you haven't looked yet?
No.
All right.
It's always hopeful. It's like checking lottery results.
Yeah. But usually the winners will text us and let us know they've won, and we just kind of double check. But that's usually what happens.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll call and leave a talkback.
Yeah.
Talkbacks are open for everyone. If you want to pretend like you won, that's cool.
Don't do that. Please don't do that and get our help, son. We have a great pride in this contest thing. We do it quite well.
We do.
Yeah. No winners, though?
Yeah, I'm still...
Yeah.
He's got to refresh the tab.
So Fox News has a new... he's on the morning show, right?
No, he's going to be evenings, actually.
Is he really?
Yeah, they changed it around.
I know John Brown came over. I thought maybe he was John Brown was going back.
No, when Ryan Elijah left to run against Corey Mills...
Yes.
That left a vacancy. John Brown moved to mornings with Amy on Good Day Orlando.
Yeah.
And that opens up evening, so Jack Royer will be with Luann Sorrell in the evenings.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So we'll meet him on around 5:20 today. He's going to drop by the studio and hang out for a little bit. Comes up from South Florida, Jack? Is that where
I believe Miami market.
There you go, Miami.
Yeah. By way of Alabama, or Alabama by way of Miami.
There you
That's the bookends right there.
Yeah.
Depending on how much money you have.
I mean, when you was he studying culture shock? Yeah. What's going on, buddy? How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
All right.
I
Tuesday.
recorded an episode. Tuesday is usually my podcast day, so I recorded an episode of Good Sauce with Ross and Joel with Joel this morning, and we had a blast.
All right.
And then I went and got lunch. Shout out to Beefy King.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! I walk in now and I'm like a prom king there.
Well, let me tell you, man. You know, something in that neighborhood. We big surprise. Like a few days back,
we talked about it.
Yeah, man. Out of nowhere, like Gringos Locos shuts down all locations. I think they have 3 or 4 in Central Florida. One at UCF, the one that's downtown by the Milk, and then there's one elsewhere.
There was one inside the Amway Center. The Kia Center.
Yeah, they provided fire tacos for Amway whatever it is.
It was popular. It's kind of curious.
So well, here's the thing. I think there's been a legal battle that's been going on internally for quite a while. Matter of fact, I read today it's been, Tin and Taco, the other taco shop, when the taco shops were like opening every other day, there was like a taco shop. We have that in Central Florida. Once it's donuts, then it's tacos.
I know that it's like a little
chicken fingers, then coffee. I mean, we do that.
It's like Orlando's Lambo Ferrari thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess they had some problems, and the one guy who left started Tin and Taco, but there's been a legal battle now for a while. And by the way, the employees were not notified. Nobody was notified.
That sucks.
Like, people showed up to work that day and found out. Matter of fact, I don't believe the story I read today said there was not even a sign on the door saying, "Hey, look, we're not going to be open today." It's like no information. Nobody's returning calls. Nobody's returning emails. Nothing. That's brutal, dude. That's pretty rare too. I've not seen that.
We talked about it a lot, and the one thing that we concluded to is that it's cities, like what is culture to a city?
Yeah.
Something that's exclusive to said city. You can fill in the blank no matter what.
Got to go there for that.
You got to go there for that.
Yeah.
Gringos Locos, as long as I've lived here in Orlando, has been that. I remember when comedians would show up into town, and I would bring them to Gringos Locos and go, Double D, man. They use cheese as an adhesive.
Right.
Yeah, Double D taco.
Get that cheese glue.
That Double D taco, it really feels...
The grilled chicken, it was so good.
And once again, this is another great example of me eating crow from all those years ago, of me kind of poking fun at, I believe, something that you were in love with that fell to the wayside, and I made fun of going like, who cares? And now Gringos Locos is gone, and I'm like, I care.
What was that, when Sears or K-Bar closed?
Yeah, it was when
Sears
closed, and I was like, what the hell?
Well, for us, though, that was the stop. So when my wife and I would go, Bull and Bush is literally separated by an alley from Gringo Locos down in the Milk District. So when I would go and see stand-up, my wife and I would go out to these open mics. Bull and Bush had a Saturday night show every other Saturday, and it's where a lot of the guys like Cam Patterson, David Jolly, a lot of the other guys, Jake Ricka, all the guys that you were talking about yesterday in Austin, they all started doing that open mic. So my wife and I would go to Gringos Locos, we'd eat tacos, and we just kind of migrate over there to throw darts and wait until the comedy show started.
Because I respect the game of comedy and I love doing stand-up comedy, I have to correct you on one thing.
Please do.
Not an open mic on that Saturday. That, my friend, is a comedy showcase.
Oh, yeah, showcase. That's a much different thing.
Because, I don't want people to get the wrong idea of, like, Saturday nights, Bull and Bush, like, that's, people are on that show for a reason.
Yeah, it was a showcase. You're right. You couldn't just come up there. You had to have time. You had to know what you were doing.
You had to earn your stripes.
Oh, these amateurs, right?
I just love the game too much.
Yeah. So it's all gone now. No answers. And you're right. I couldn't agree more. And I believe that we have a number of those places. I think everybody from their hometown has that little, like for us in Palatka, it's Angel's Diner.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Angel's Dust.
No. Well, that too. Angel's Diner, I think, is the oldest continuously operating diner in the state of Florida. Like, it opened up in the 20s, I believe. Yeah, it's like an old Airstream looking thing, and it's right there in downtown. It's been there forever, and that's kind of one of our tourist attractions in that town, and that's part of our culture. And I can understand that little places can be like that. In Florida, or in Central Florida, I would say they may be Hot Dog Heaven and Beefy King.
Yep.
Those have kind of established themselves. Austin's Coffee House. And Will's Pub and Wally's, those are all like cultural institutions to this city that if you tried to franchise those brands, it would not work.
They've sponsored my first Fringe show. Gringos Locos.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Sponsored my first Friend show. And the whole reason why they sponsored it is because many moons ago, like a decade, I made a Gringos Locos sketch.
Did you really?
It was like a poem that I wrote and said dramatically.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a very dramatic clips of me eating the taco, and they loved it so much that they supported me back.
Yeah, I know that Tom and Dan also did a lot of stuff with them, and that Gringos was a sponsor of some of their stuff as well, but not sure how long that'll be. Yeah, no, there's no indication if they're coming back, no indication they're closed forever, no nothing. I mean, again, what I read this morning was the latest report written this morning, like 7:30. Nobody was responding to anything on their side of the world.
Am I being over dramatic by saying that Gringos closing is like a shot to Orlando's culture, like almost like a small little
a little bit,
gear?
a little bit, 100%, but just because of the tenure, it's been around for quite a while. I would say, like, if Tijuana Flats went out and at a different level because it doesn't have the same cultural footprint, but it would be the same kind of thing because it's a hometown product.
Because who was there for you at 2 a.m. if you were downtown
Right.
Orlando, man?
And still doing it right, though. I mean, you're not getting the junk at 2 a.m.
Do you think that the changes in downtown Orlando, where it's there by design, is becoming less of a late night thing, had an effect on that location? I presume it would have an effect on that location, but do you think that at all played into the decision to close them all?
Everything I read today said it was a legal battle.
That's
been going on since 2022. They've been fighting pretty hard since then, and maybe it's just they ran out of cash, ran out of capital. Maybe there's a judgment we don't know about yet that they have to adhere to. Who knows? I don't know.
Maybe the queso wasn't queso.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find out.
Maybe it was just adhesive.
Queso. Oh, it's old fake queso. Hey, I got a question for Jack.
Yes?
You're a smart guy.
I have my moments.
I'm right here.
And
I have my moments.
And you understand this stuff more than me. Today is Barack Obama's birthday.
Okay.
Right? They list him as the 44th president. And
Correct.
he is, right?
Yes.
Why isn't he the 45th president?
Whoa.
Because
why would you?
He got reelected. Did he not? He had to still run. He got his 4 years.
Yeah.
He ran. He got reelected. Why isn't he the 45th president as well? Why is it only that you're the 44th president through those 8 years, but you got reelected?
Because it's consecutive. There wasn't a change in the presidency. So the only two times with Trump, and was it Garfield was the other one? Where he was president?
I don't think it was Garfield. It was Grover Cleveland.
Cleveland. It's Cleveland then. Yeah, I always get those two mixed up.
Right, yeah. They weren't content. Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a president in between. That's when you get two different numbers.
Yeah. I saw that today. I was like, why does that happen? Why is that?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he did get reelected. They went through the entire election process. Yeah, and every president that has won reelection consecutively has only that one presidency.
Correct.
Yeah, but they actually were president through 2 terms. But they don't get the number that coincides with that second term. But other people, well, there's only 2 others that did this, got reelected, and they get the 45. Trump gets 45 and 47.
Correct.
And Cleveland gets whatever he was. I think back in the
Ain't no one wearing those hats around.
Yeah, nobody's wearing those hats, right? Nobody's wearing 45 plus.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I really did not know. I saw that this morning. I just couldn't figure out why. What was the case?
Man, it's going to be whoever becomes the 50th, you got lucky. That's kind of epic.
Yeah, the 50th president?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we celebrate that. What do you mean?
Well, who's the 25th then?
I just think 50 is a big I just think 50 is a big deal.
It is a big deal, too. Yeah, you're right. I didn't mean to hit you with that. Shocker.
No, it's fine. I'll answer it. I know it. I'll tell you later.
Better than like the 16th. Who remembers that guy?
Okay. You want to talk about ABL, dude? Let's go.
Yeah.
No one calls him that. I kind of regret saying it.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Don't forget your 3 o'clock keyword is fun, F-U-N. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. We do have a bunch of fun stuff to talk about today. We'll get into that a little bit later. What do you guys got for news?
Well, first of all, I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say Taft, because it's just one of my favorite presidents to say.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
And not so fast on the property tax amendment, according to a judge.
But did you know about the gag-inducing glob, Jim?
I don't, buddy.
No, buddy. Yeah, and don't touch the fuzzy caterpillars. We'll tell you why.
You got it, man. Let's take a little break. We'll come back and get the boys' news and continue on with the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
She's a navigator. It's ingrained in her. She knows this.
This man needs a GPS to find the clitoris.
What? Did anybody bring mushrooms?
Shut up.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
The ramp from Maitland Boulevard westbound to 429 northbound, that's blocked. Traffic's being diverted onto the southbound lane there. There's a crash on Apopka Vineland Road northbound before I-4 off to the shoulder. An accident on the ramp from 408 westbound to I-4. On I-4, you won't be running into any accidents tying you up, but afternoon slowdowns are starting to pile up. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
And for sure, there's a couple vendors in this state you better have ready to go when you need them. AC, HVAC, that's definitely one of them. And for me, it's Mills Air. These guys are great. Man, they have really helped me out so many times over the years. Just this past week, I had one of their techs out to install a new vent in my house. And it's just amazing how well they do things and how professionally they do things. Show up on time, get the job done, clean up like they were never there, and then out the door, and for a fair price as well. And they do this for every single aspect of your air conditioning system. They've been doing this for 30 plus years, and their techs can service every brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. Mills Air can repair it. And even better, if you do need a new unit, you're in great shape. These guys are Carrier Factory authorized dealers. That is super important. Here's why. How about up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit? They can do that for you. Always turn to the experts at Carrier, and always turn to the experts at Mills Air. Family owned and operated, and ready to help you right now. 407-277-1159. Online, it's easy. MillsAir.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at theNickLeeGroup.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
Presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
Stream it live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there.
Starting Monday.
Turn up the style with Burlington. Shop the brands you love and the looks you want without the high prices. From festival-ready fits to everyday favorites, it's never been easier to look good and save big. Burlington, where great style meets even better deals.
25 weeks comes down to this. You ready? 3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 Weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, sometimes some brokers, that's the finish line. They shake your hand, commission done, and then you may not hear from them again until renewal time. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and risks. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. Your company has more than 25 employees. Whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you. Licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At SuperSure.com, you can access tools like the Fine Print Facts tool, which translates your current policy into English so you know what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know exactly what needs to be protected. It's SuperSure.com. That's SuperSure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all policies in one place. Go to SuperSure.com. That's SuperSure.com.
Paid for by Supershore Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 25% upfront bonus? And are they promising you up to 9% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They aren't. That's up to $25,000 upfront or up to $9,000 per year on $100,000, guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
Your loan is important to us. Please hold. You could be approved in days.
Not at MScott. Just walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info, and walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. MScott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Do you have information about a violent crime? Help solve crimes with your anonymous tips at crimeline.org. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your tips make a difference. Say it here. It's anonymous at crimeline.org. Paid by CSTF.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Today is Cooler with Ross Padgett, presented by Mills Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and turn to the experts at millsair.com. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. So Jack, I don't think that location closing, Lucas Locus closing has anything to do with downtown. Those are two different crowds. The Mills 50 crowd and the downtown crowd. Don't vibe together. Not the same crowd, but I don't think that had anything to do with it. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Fun is your 3 o'clock keyword, guys. Get over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. FUN. That is the magical keyword that can get you that $1,000 as we move throughout this summer.
As we're looking for our first winner of the day.
Yeah, that'd be nice. For sure. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack is right there. So is Ross.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
They have your news. Let's get it.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
JCS News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Work with somebody you can trust. Well, I trust him. You can too. He knows all of the Central Florida real estate market. He's always given great advice as the host of Home Loans Radio Show right here on your favorite radio station every Saturday morning. Right there at 9 a.m.
Word. Boom.
Also sponsor our casino at the annual Real Radio Poker Tournament coming up a week from Saturday. Details on that, realradio.fm/poker.
Bang!
On to the top story. Florida property tax amendment is misleading.
What?
And must be rewritten a judge rules. The proposed property tax amendment that's supposed to go before voters this November is misleading, according to Judge David Frank. He is ordering the Florida Attorney General to rewrite the ballot measure, which he says is full of political taglines that do more to make the amendment appealing for voters than actually tell them what the amendment will do.
I thought that was every amendment.
Attorney General James Uthmeyer has to submit the revised ballot language to the Florida Department of State within the next 10 days. Then anyone challenging the new ballot language has 10 days to do so once it's submitted to the Department of State. Remember, at least 60% of voters must approve the amendment on the November ballot for it to pass.
Wow. Well, there you go.
Speaking of Uthmeyer, Jim, the Florida AG wants Congress to impeach a sitting judge. And I said sitting. Florida Attorney General James Uthmeyer says he's formally asked Congress to open an impeachment inquiry into Federal Circuit Judge Nancy Abadou.
Okay, what'd she do? What did Abadou do?
Citing her past work. He's citing her past work for the Southern Poverty Law Center along with fraud allegations. It's an unusual and aggressive move. State AGs don't actually typically go after judges through Congress, Jim.
These guys don't play by any rules. Have you read?
It's kind of like taking out, your queen chess piece in your third move. The request is already drawing sharp reactions from legal circles, with critics calling it political and supporters calling it accountability. Except this one to become a bigger statewide story, Jim. Back to you, Jack.
You do stuff like that when there are no checks and balances. You can do whatever you want. Yeah. Nobody's going to cut you. Everything's fine.
Well, things are better now in the city of Maitland, and specifically the sewer system, after a gag-inducing glob was pulled from the sewer. Now, this actually happened just 2 weeks ago. Officials in Maitland, Jim, you're familiar with the city of Maitland in Central Florida?
I am. It's right around the corner here.
Yeah, it's right under your ass.
Yeah.
Because that is where we are located. Matter of fact, we might contribute. We possibly have contributed to this glob.
Say what it is. Maybe I can help.
I like how that sounded offensive, but no, take it literal.
Yeah, it's under your ass. Giant gag-inducing glob is how they describe it. They pulled it out of a municipal sewer pump in the Domerich Hills neighborhood.
Domerick,
Domerick.
That's a nice neighborhood, too, by the way.
Yeah, so this glob is made up of wipes, grease, and other things that absolutely should not be flushed.
Yeah, they call it a fatberg, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're fatbergs.
But it's a reminder, even though they say flushable wipes, they're like, please do not flush them.
Yeah.
Anyone who works in the system, as far as the sewer system, they say, please do not flush.
Do you know anybody that does that? Who uses those wipes?
No, that uses them?
Yeah.
I think, no. Well, I don't. No, let me say this. I know people who use them.
You sound guilty.
I don't know if they use them or not because I don't talk to people about what they use to wipe their butts.
So it's a giant glob.
Yeah, a glob, a stanky glob. It's a fatberg.
Yeah.
So how do you defeat a fatberg?
A couple buns and some cheese.
Or how about a giant fireball? Well,
wow, really?
That'll burn it, right?
Orlando International Airport turned into a controlled disaster zone overnight as close to 100 first responders and volunteers took part in a massive emergency drill.
Oh, this is a drill. Okay,
yeah, it was a drill. Sorry. I used it as a segue, and then I fully was like, well, this is going to be kind of a letdown.
That's how you deliver the news.
That's
how you do it, buddy. You tease some fake stuff and then clear it all up right there in the last sentence.
Well, the story is real. The scenario, a simulated natural gas pipeline rupture and explosion near the airport grounds, or as I like to call that, Die Hard 4.
Exactly. That's what I thought you were about to say. Is like they filmed something that nobody knew about.
Crews from multiple agencies practice coordinating a real-world mass casualty response, complete with a staged fireball.
Oh, nice.
So they staged one. Airport officials say these large-scale drills happen to make sure MCO, one of the busiest airports in the country, is ready if the unthinkable ever happens. So don't worry. There's no actual incident. There's no danger. Just Central Florida emergency teams just getting their reps in.
Now, was Pitbull there?
Like that. They're going all out.
When you stage a fireball, Jim, I liken this to my time when I was filming the film Contact with Jodie Foster.
Yeah. Your hours on set?
My hours on set, and my buddy Bob, he was director, Bob Zemeckis. You might have heard of him.
Yeah, he's a couple.
When he would, through a megaphone, yell at me and the thousands of others extras, saying, okay, pretend like there's an explosion and run the other way.
I love that. That's great.
I have a feeling that's what the fireball was like. Since it's a simulated fireball, I think that it was just like that. Well, speaking of the Cape, where we filmed the movie Contact, at least parts of it.
Yeah.
Segway! The FAA wants to fast-track 1,000 rocket launches a year. I know we talked about this when Deb was here, but we have an update. We're talking, what? That's more than 3 a day, or about 3 a day.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Yep.
So the FAA is proposing to waive requirements under 13 environmental and historic preservation laws, including parts of the Endangered Species Act and Clean Water Act, to streamline reviews for commercial space launches.
What?
Now, the push comes as the agency prepares for the possibility of up to 1,000 launches a year. And now that's a huge jump from where things stand right now. I think it's like 10 times what we're doing now. That for the Space Coast and Central Florida residents, that could mean a lot more sonic booms, traffic closures, and economic activity headed their way. Now, environmental groups say they support the industry's growth, but want it done responsibly. Public comments on the proposal are being accepted through August 31st.
Yeah.
So, you got an opinion on the sky over Florida, specifically Brevard County, getting a lot busier. Now is your window to weigh in.
Yeah, that's wild. I wonder what that propellant looks like when it comes out. Like when that settles to the ground, that residue of the propellant as those rockets go off, what does that do? Yeah. Like, is that poisonous to people? Is it poisoning the water? Is it poisoning, like, when you go outside or your kids playing in grass that's covered in rocket propellant? You know what I'm saying there? I mean, if you're sending 3 of those things up a day, that's going to drift and land somewhere. Have we proven that that's safe?
I have a feeling the people who have those answers aren't also the same people who want those answers known.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, but anyway, so that's a big change. Remember, when you talk about deregulation, regulations and rules are there to protect people and the environment.
Yep.
So you want to just make sure you're doing the right thing before we say, just have at it.
Yeah, not to mention we've just poured millions of dollars into that area over there to make sure those sewer systems aren't leaking sewer water or anything that could expedite the growth of algae in the lagoon over there. I mean, DeSantis is one of the things I think he's done that's quite well is he's dedicated tens of millions of dollars to cleaning up these waterways.
Yeah.
And it just seems like if you fast track all these launches and we don't know what the propellant does when it settles, it just seems to be defeating the purpose.
Well, speaking of the waterways in Brevard County.
Well, I don't know, Jim, if it's poisoning the water, but I do know some water will be poisoning some wallets. Oh, yeah. Brevard County could quadruple water connection fees. Brevard County, where you're going, there's no roads.
That's 4 times.
That didn't make sense, but it sounded dramatic, and it was quoting Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Brevard County commissioners meet today to consider a proposal that would quadruple the cost of new water connections and double new sewer hookup fees.
Damn.
Dun, dun, dun. The county says the hikes are needed to cover the cost of growth and meet federal regulations as more people move to the area. Mm-hmm. If you're building a new home or business in Brevard, this one is going to hit ya. Homeowners already connected wouldn't see a direct fee change. That's good. But the ripple effect on new construction costs could show up in home prices right all the way down the line. Expect pushback from builders at a meeting up here soon.
So what I hear is one of the most expensive states to live in the entire U.S. is now going to get a little more expensive if you're buying a new home because of these new...
Only if you want to have water and sewer in your house.
Well, you should have said that up front.
Yeah.
And
Sorry we weren't more clear.
And I'm also always going to overdose on the irony of living in Florida and water being expensive.
Yeah.
We're a peninsula.
Right.
Whatever.
All right. Well, guess what? We're also surrounded by pets and pets who needs home. And so they're doing something this month throughout the state of Florida, the SPCA Florida and shelters statewide. They're taking part in the nationwide Clear the Shelters campaign throughout August.
So you're just going to let them all go?
Absolutely. Just they're going to open the doors And so just if you just stand outside the month of August, just pick up whatever you need.
Whatever you catch,
whatever
is yours.
animal you like.
Right.
No. Actually, they're offering reduced or waived adoption fees on hundreds of dogs and cats. And meanwhile, in Polk County, Animal Control and SPCA Florida are also offering free rabies vaccinations and microchips after a confirmed rabies case turned up in the county recently. It's a 2-for-1. You get a new best friend. You get your existing pets protected. Local shelters say August is historically one of their most crowded months. So the timing could not be better for anyone thinking about adopting.
Yeah.
And Ross is going to tell you why some shelters might be getting more crowded.
Hey, real quick before we go, I wonder why August is such a big month for adopting. That's wild because like kids are going back to school and stuff. I mean, I wonder why that is.
Well, it might be because this 77-year-old Florida woman just loves the month of August. Because this is a gnarly story. A longtime U.S. Postal Service employee who is 77 is facing charges after investigators found close to how many cats and dogs, Jim?
In her house?
Yep.
Where is she? What part of town?
Stewart.
She's in Stewart, Florida.
Stewart, Florida.
Wow. You're reading this like it's a lot.
I mean,
I'll go 40.
How about 100?
Yeah. Now think of what life would be like in that home.
I guessed comically high.
Yes, and it gets even weirder because the whole thing started when someone actually saw her. The postal worker stole a cat off of just the postal route. So giving mail, scoop up a cat, giving mail.
Yeah.
Deputies discovered she had apparently been quietly gathering feral cats for years.
Wow.
The sheriff says she doesn't believe she meant harm, but simply lost the ability to properly care for all of these animals. Animal Services, the Human Society of the Treasure Coast, and even the county's hazmat team were called in. The hazmat team.
Yeah.
To help extract all the animals from a home, investigators say hit over 100 degrees inside with zero ventilations. All the rescue pets are now being evaluated for adoption.
Wow.
But you should never have that many cats. If you're ever, imagine that on a Tinder date. So how many dogs and cats you got?
So do cat people look at cats like tattoo people look at tattoos? Is that what it is? Like you get one, you get bored after a while. You figure, I've seen this one a bunch. It's time for a new one. Is that what it is?
I think with this case, since she was a letter carrier, I think she would encounter strays and want
just felt she was doing a good thing for the community.
Picking up feral cats and just started collecting them and couldn't stop.
Yeah,
like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, Calico.
Yeah,
I choose you.
One thing you don't
Pikachu.
If you're out in Florida, there is a thing you don't want to collect, and that's fuzzy caterpillars.
You do not want to be near these things.
Have you seen any?
I actually had one on my foot last year, and it left a mark.
Oh my!
Yeah, it's the worst. It feels like somebody. I'll tell you exactly what it feels like. It feels like somebody takes a bolt, like a good sized bolt, and they heat it up with a torch, and then they just lay that on your skin.
There is a burn, right?
Yeah, it's brutal.
So if you've seen the fuzzy caterpillars around your yard or in a local park lately, wildlife experts say do not touch them.
Yeah.
They're tussock moth caterpillars, and while they look soft and cuddly, their bristly hairs can cause a nasty skin rash that burns on contact. Central Florida has seen an uptick in sightings over the past few weeks as the caterpillars move through their growth cycle. Experts say to keep kids and pets away and never to handle them barehanded, even out of curiosity. It's just a seasonal reminder that Florida can be dangerous.
And they suck, by the way. It leaves a mark, and it's like there's no relief for it. It's not fun. It just feels like a really bad burn.
All right. New statewide analysis has identified the deadliest area for car crashes in Florida. What road do you think it is, Jim Colbert?
It's got to be I-4 because at one point I-4 was considered one of the deadliest roads in the entire nation, was it not? Oh, gone, baby.
You nailed it. Yep. Traffic and safety researchers combed through years of crash data to pinpoint the corridor, citing a combination of high traffic volume, road design, and speed as contributing factors. Traffic data consistently identifies Interstate 4 alongside local arterial segments like South Orange Blossom Trail and US 1792 in Orange County as Central Florida's most perilous and deadly stretches of road.
Which is wild because I only run into really, really gnarly traffic. Like I've seen bad crashes on I-4, but I think primarily, like, you get down there near the tourist areas when people aren't familiar, they're, not driving on the right side of the road that they're normally used to at home. That's bad. But man, 75 for me is I hate driving on I-75 more than any road in the state.
Really?
Yeah, you just got tractor trailers going 95 miles an hour. I mean, just everybody. It just seems like unregulated mayhem.
Well, that was what it seems like. I mean, there's, that was on the top 5 list. Not surprisingly, in Florida, I-95 as well.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy, right? It's mad, almost as mad as the Madlands, Caged Cannibals. Oh, I'm on a roll. Halloween Horror Nights adds a new house. That's right. Madlands, Caged Cannibals.
I don't know what this is. Is this a video game?
No. Universal Orlando has announced the new haunted house joining the lineup for Halloween Horror Nights 35, by the way. 35.
Yeah,
35
crazy.
years every time. That's always a big one. We got to celebrate that.
Yeah.
Details are still being teased, but it continues that the Madlands storyline that became one of Halloween Horror Nights' signature original concepts in recent years is back again. Halloween Horror Nights remains one of the greatest Orlando annual events, drawing horror fans from not only just over the country, how about the world?
Yeah, man.
All the way here to Orlando to get their blood, gore, and guts on. Shout out to Halloween Horror Nights.
I'll give you an idea of how popular it is, right? So a few weeks back, my wife's birthday actually is today. Happy birthday, honey.
Hey, happy birthday.
That was romantic.
Yeah. And I was going to do the RIP tour because she always, take our passes upgraded.
Right.
RIP. RIP, if you don't know, is you meet, you get drinks and cocktails, or at least we did before. I don't know if they do that anymore. And then you get a guided tour with you and just like 8 other people, right? So it's groups.
They're not cheap.
Groups of 10.
Yeah.
They walk you to you will hit every house. You will get every house. It's the only way to guarantee it. Even with express passes, you're not guaranteed every house. And they stop for drinks on the way. You don't have to worry about wasting time. Things like 3 or 4 hours. It's great, but it's also like $700. It's expensive each, like between like $550, $700, something like that, right? And when I went to book ours, we didn't get it though because it was too damn expensive. When I told my wife how expensive it was, she goes, "No, I'll just do the regular with Express Pass. We'll make the best of it." How many dates do you think were available in going up until the end of it?
10.
Yeah, it was. I think it was between 10 and 20 were available, and those were like Tuesday night on in early September.
I mean, give me an Express Pass, man,
dude. It is the most popular phenomenon I've ever seen in the city. I've never seen anything bigger than Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando.
Here's a tease, never before said, right now on Real Radio for 2026, that not only the Jim Colbert Show, but News Junkie and the Monsters all broadcasting live from Universal Studios Friday, September 4th.
Loving that, man.
Promoting Halloween Horror Nights.
It's going to be so much fun, man. It is absolutely one of the best times of the year. We love it.
Yeah.
And we love the invite. Thanks, guys. We appreciate that.
Woohoo!
Y'all done?
That's the news.
That is the news. Thank you, Mortgage Guy Don. I don't know. Everything's dead now. I don't know.
It's weird.
We need Deb.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
It's weird in here because I don't hear her pecking at her keyboard in here.
Oh, wait, here it is.
Chugga, chugga.
There we go.
There
now
you
we're
go.
done.
All right, good. We'll take a little break. Back in a second. More of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio is guaranteed human. Are you? Prove it. Tap the TalkBack feature on the free iHeartRadio app and send us an audio message.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for our Tuesday, we are going to be expecting a couple of hit and miss scattered showers and storms, mostly during the afternoon and evening hours. But we are going to be expecting temperatures to be a little lower. Highs only reaching the upper 80s and low 90s with a high of around 90 today in Orlando. We will have some clouds overhead through much of the day. We'll see more of a typical rainy season setup as we head towards the rest of this week with around a 60% chance of those afternoon and evening showers and storms. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, Just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Guys, Labor Day is coming, and it's time to upgrade your grill game. That's right. Head to Tools Ace Hardware. These guys have 14 local stores packed with the best grilling brands out there. Big Green Egg, Napoleon, Rectech, Gosney. And Tools offers free assembly and local delivery, so you can sit back and relax while they do the work. Load up on propane, pellets, and charcoal. And at Tools Ace today, you can find your nearest store at toolsacehardware.com. Get expert advice, assembly, and local service you won't find anywhere else. Tools Ace, your local grillin' place.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. The number one mistake people make when getting a mortgage is not comparing their quote. It's so easy to compare at my website, thatmortgageguydon.com.
Thatmortgageguydon.com.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready? With Solar Source, you get more than energy savings. You get strength that you can trust. As Florida's oldest solar provider since 1984, Solar Source designed systems built to withstand Florida's toughest storms. Now, let's say you already have solar and you might be questioning whether it's working to its best. They have it. Solar Source has an expert service team that can repair any system, no matter who installed it, and get it performing like new. Solar Source is trusted by over 75,000 Central Florida homeowners, NASA, Disney, Legoland. You go to solarsource.com. Do it today. Unlock exclusive savings. It's Solar Source. Power you can rely on even when the storm hits.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, sometimes some brokers, that's the finish line. They shake your hand, commission done, and then you may not hear from them again until renewal time. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and risks. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. Your company has more than 25 employees. Whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you. Licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like the fine print fax tool, which translates your current policy into English so you know what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know exactly what needs to be protected. It's supersure.com. That's supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by Supershore Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
This summer, the heat is on in Orlando as the second annual Florida Open 9-Ball Pool Championship takes over the Caribe Royale Orlando Resort from August 4th through the 9th with the world's best billiards players battling it out for glory. Expect world-class competition, non-stop action, jaw-dropping shots, and an unforgettable atmosphere. This isn't just a tournament. It's the sport at its absolute best. Single-day tickets and multi-day passes are selling fast. Head to Ticketmaster or MatchroomPool.com now to grab yours before they're gone.
Why do you love movies? Is it the emotion, the spectacle, the escapism? On Raiders of the Lost podcast, we explore cinema like no one else, including huge interviews with stars like Ryan Gosling on Project Hail Mary.
It was like the Jaws shark. Didn't always work, came with its own problems. That's what made it great. The heart of the movie is Rocky and Grace, and their friendship is hard-earned.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Raiders of the Lost podcast, and listen now.
That's Elena's family group chat. It never stops. Someone's always sending a blessing
or starting a poll about the baby shower theme at midnight.
With Real Unlimited from Total Wireless, she's always in the loop, whether she wants to be or not. Switch to Total Wireless Total Starter Plan or higher and get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G on us. Total Wireless, your own Real Unlimited. Offer ends 11/4/2026 or while supplies last. Devices, taxes, and fees may apply.
There once was a magic... Sorry. At Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, we don't do fairy tales. We do real, like real adventures to Mars or real journeys into the future to see how imagination can really take us to strange new worlds, and real trips into the past where we meet heroes and legends way ahead of their time. Real rockets, real astronauts, real adventure, all at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Discover something real.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Ready to sell your home and make the process as stress-free as possible? Then contact my friends over at the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. When you sell your home with the Nickley Group, you've got great options to choose from. Sell your home the way you want to, and that includes their Guaranteed Cash program, where you can get a fair cash offer for your home and get it sold in as little as 14 days. Go to thenickley.com or Google the Nickley Group.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
Car crash? Call Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hello, Colbert crew. I touched one of those furry caterpillars once. Hot dang! You want to talk about burn?
Yeah, man.
It goes burn to the core. It's crazy. Don't ever do it.
Jimmy, you do know somebody that flushes and is proud of flushing and using the butt wipes. Rollins does. He probably a week ago or so.
Does he really?
Announced that he got these new butt wipes, and he flushes them.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna out him, but I'll let a listener do it.
I didn't know that.
So from time to time, Jim, I've heard you guys talk about the hot dogs at Costco for $1.50.
Oh, yeah.
And today I was in there around lunchtime and I decided to try it. I gotta tell you, their hot dogs, all beef hot dogs for $1.50 are absolutely awesome.
Can't beat it.
And then you get to wash it down with an ice cold, tasty soda. Man, I'll tell you what, that's a good time right there.
You son of a bitch, how dare you. I know what you just did. Bring me one of those dogs and a damn Coke. Ah! God, I need 10 of them right now. I am out of my mind right now.
Drill a hole in the hot dog and use it as a straw.
What, hungry?
I'm down 6 pounds, but I am absolutely losing my mind.
We had food here today.
Yeah, I know. I got a tiny bit of chicken and a tiny bit of rice and a tiny bit of black beans and a damn Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero.
All right.
Can I come in real hot?
It's not all right. No. It is not all right. Yeah, you can come in hot. What? Anything to stop him from talking to me.
Well,
my God, I didn't. Oh, what? All I said was it's all right.
I think I'm gonna make it worse. I think you can kind of miss me with that. I'm down. What'd you say? 6 pounds?
Yeah, down 6 pounds.
I don't know, man.
What do you mean? At 228 when I started this, when I started cutting the sugar out, I weigh 222 right now. Exactly. I mean, you get a naked whammy?
No. The argument that I will make is that I think 6 pounds is like, I mean, you could be dehydrated.
No, dude, I haven't been consuming, because you have to understand, I'm drinking like 20 ounces of Pepsi, sometimes twice a day. That's 500 calories extra a day on top of everything else I'm eating and stuff and beer and whatnot. So I've cut like a lot of that out. I've had one beer this week. I've had nothing but Coke Zero or Pepsi Zero or water. And it is driving me crazy. By the way, my body kind of knows when I'm trying to fool it with Coke Zero, because although you get the fizz and although it's pretty similar, still doesn't have the effect that the sugar has on you when you get it in your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that like 5-6 pounds, like if you weigh yourself at night versus weigh yourself in the morning.
I weigh myself like 3 times or 4 times a day, buddy.
They say first thing in the morning is when you should weigh yourself and stick to that for your true weight.
That's exactly. I weigh myself right before I get in the shower. Completely naked. Weigh myself when I get in the shower.
Ooh, paint that.
Would you like to send me a picture?
Yeah.
No, no. I'm not trying to. Now it seems like I'm going out of my way to be a jerk.
Yeah,
but
it sounds like you're calling me a liar. Why would I lie about it? I'm still fat. Like if I told you that I'm 200, if I said, hey, look, I started out at 228, now I'm 205. I mean, obviously that's a lie, but I mean, 6 pounds when you're like this, that early poundage, by the way, that goes fast. That's that water weight. You're cutting out the fat. That goes fast. What happens is like I will tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to get down to 215, and it's going to happen pretty quick. I'll probably hit that like next weekend, maybe a little bit after that. and then a wall will get built between myself and anything lower than 215. I know it. I've done this 100 times.
I guess the argument that I'm trying to make is that I'm pretty sure that like the body weight just fluctuates in general.
He's saying you're 1 BM away from losing 6 pounds.
Yeah.
And one meal away from putting it back on.
Yeah, one hot yoga away from just breaking a new PR.
I think maybe you don't understand how. Here's the thing. I'll tell you what's the difference, right? So the difference is you don't know my eating habits. Right? That's the difference.
I eat different than other humans.
You don't know my eating habits. It's easy for you as a dude who eats a couple times a day, and that's perfectly fine because you weigh 165 pounds, the whole 9 yards. That's fine for you because you don't experience what I'd experience. I do not eat like that. All right?
What do you eat? How do you eat?
I eat anything that gets in front of me that I'm hungry for, and I don't care. I will eat. Can I tell you something, dude? I'll tell you straight up. I will make a steak at 10:30 at night. I have no problem doing that. And because I can cook, that's the worst part of it. Because I can go home and I can go, oh, wow, I wish I had that. And then you go to yourself, well, dumbass, you can make it and you have the stuff. So now it's just a fight between my myself and my willpower. And I got to tell you, dude, willpower is having a great season.
Yeah. You're having a good hitting average if you were an all-star baseball player. Like a third of the time. You're playing it safe, but then again, you eat whenever the fish jumps out of the water.
I don't have that. Like when I see something good to eat, I just want to eat it. Like I have that thing where I just love eating. It's like one of my favorite things in the world to do, and I think one of the reasons why this is so difficult is that very thing. Like I used to have a conversation like, if you never smoked weed, you would never know what it's like to smoke weed. So therefore, you would not have that thing that says, oh man, when I'm high, I'm more comfortable, I sleep better, I'm more chill.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know that because you never had it. So you could just look at it and go, well, I don't know. That's the same kind of thing. Like you don't understand how. Look, I'm not an outlier here. There's a lot of people that have the same problem.
Well, in that example, it doesn't sound like eating habits, but more a relationship with eating. If you put it through that formula,
it's this. Like when I feel I want something to eat and I'm craving it, I will go and get that. Now I got to tell you, here's where I'm a good boy. All right, here's where I'm a good boy.
Where's Jimmy a good boy?
Yeah,
he's down 6 pounds.
My wife and I, we were laying on the couch on, what's today, Tuesday? Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon, we were laying on the couch, right? And watching TV, hanging out. Her mom's in town. And she looks at me and she goes, this is like 7 o'clock in the evening. She looks at me and she goes, do you want to go to Dairy Queen? And I looked at her and I said, like nothing I've ever wanted to do before. I've never wanted to go to Dairy Queen more. I said, but I'm not going to Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen's close to the house, a couple miles away. And I could already taste the peanut butter parfait.
Oh,
I could taste it. Yeah. I could taste the crunchy, salty, savory peanuts against the creamy, cold ice cream. And
their soft serve vanilla is so good.
And the warm chocolate coating over there. I could taste it. I could taste it right now.
Your toes are curling.
Yeah. And I looked at her and I said, I'm not going to Dairy Queen. And you're not either. You're not bringing Dairy Queen in this house while I'm sitting here. You're not about to eat a Dairy Queen in front of me.
No one believes you said that to your mother-in-law.
I did not say that. But I said I can't. She goes, I know. And then, we just sat there. We just looked at each other. You sat there and looked at each other. She wanted it as bad as me, but she didn't want to eat it in front of me. And by the way, that big ass Cadbury bar that Daryl brought in.
Yep.
Guess how many cubes I've had of that? One little cube. One. That's it.
That is
the best chocolate on the planet Earth. I love chocolate. I've had one tiny little cube of it.
That's like a half-inch square. Yeah.
And that's that good chocolate that makes you kind of go like,
yes, Ross, it's the good chocolate.
You know what I'm talking about? The chocolate that makes you go,
yeah.
I don't want to keep doing it because we're on radio.
The butterfat content so high that just breaking it off, your body temperature already starts melting it.
Yeah.
That's how good it is.
Oh, yeah.
I had 4 cubes last night. I just opened it last night. Oh, so good.
Guess what?
I don't even understand the calories because it's from Britain. right?
Yeah.
So it's written in English. I don't understand English.
It's a lot, dude. It's just like chocolate here. It's not that much different. It's just got more butter. It's got more fat.
Full circle. Because of weed, I just remembered, you guys reminded me, I have a big-ass piece of chocolate waiting for me when I get home.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Got another keyword for you at the top of the hour. We'll do that next.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
The roadways are starting to get busy, and so are emergency crews, clearing up a couple accidents around the area on 1792 northbound before O'Brien Road. The left lane's blocked. A crash on Apopka Vineland Road northbound before I-4. The ramp from Maitland Boulevard westbound to 429 northbound, that's been reopened. Traffic starting to pass by just fine right now. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, and a state attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. See one-of-a-kind FMX bikes designed to match your favorite iconic Monster Jam trucks. Cheer on your favorite team. 2 times the freestyle action. Full send family fun. Brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Save up to $10 on tickets with a savings coupon from participating Ford dealerships. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See savings coupon for details. Coming to Kia Center this Saturday and Sunday.
Sell your home stress-free this summer with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Skip the hassle of a traditional home sale while receiving the strongest cash offer in the industry. Hi, it's Jack, and I'm here with my friend Mark Spain. Mark, how does the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate eliminate all the stress for the home seller?
Well, selling your home through a traditional way is very stressful because you have costly repairs, you have appraisals, you have a lot of things that add stress to an already stressful situation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no repairs, there's no showings, there's no lot boxes. It's real simple. We bring you a strong cash offer. You can close in as little as 21 days and move when you want to, on your time.
Thanks to the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of a traditional home sale and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com and find out what your guaranteed offer will be. There is no obligation. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, sometimes some brokers, that's the finish line. They shake your hand, commission done, and then you may not hear from them again until renewal time. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and risks. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. Your company has more than 25 employees. Whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you. Licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like the fine print fax tool, which translates your current policy into English so you know what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know exactly what needs to be protected. It's supersure.com. That's supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
When you need cash, some lenders hand you a checklist a mile long. At Amscot, walk in with 3 things: photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Then walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit HeadquarterHyundai.com.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit HBNUSA.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey, JC and Posse. We're working out at Fort Polk. They have a mock village. And in that mock village, they have a gas station that has a piece of equipment that collects propane, at which, when it's full, they ignite it and it throws a fireball in the air. Really cool to see. Scares the hell out of delivery drivers. Keep the rubber side down, y'all.
Hey, Jim, Christina, Cocoa, Florida here. Proud of you for the 6 pounds you've lost. Trust me, I'm a big soda fan just like you, and I had to switch to the zero sugar. I know it sucks, but I promise you, please, just try one Coke Zero Sugar.
I am.
I promise you it's so much better than the Pepsi Zero
Yeah,
Sugar.
I had one, but-
It doesn't have that sweetener taste to it.
Yeah.
Just try it and let me know what you think.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I'd like to apologize in advance for door dashing some peanut butter parfaits to your house tonight.
Oh, bother. I would kick him out of the hands.
Yeah, your mother-in-law would appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Your 4 o'clock keyword is dollar, DOLLAR. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at 1,000 of those dollars. Dollar, guys, that is the word. Go get the money. Oh, man. Yeah. And by the way, the zero sodas, they have more, they're fizzier. So you drink one and you think a regular soda makes you burp. These zero sodas, boy, they immediately like blow your stomach up with gas.
See, if I ever have a soda, it is either 2 things. It's a rare, I'll have it once a quarter. I'll go glass bottle Coke.
Yeah.
And if it says something in Spanish, green light, go.
Then what do you drink then?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you, just out of curiosity, and what do you drink outside of water? Because I drink a lot. I've got one of these big Yeti tumblers, and I drink 3 or 4 of those a day in water. And I used to drink like one Pepsi, but my sugar is like, I mean, it's not crazy, but it's bad enough where I got to pay attention. I want to keep my feet.
So first and foremost, water. Second, I'm going Spindrift, little seltzer, little soft water, little bubbly.
All right.
Made with fresh juice. It sounds like I'm sponsored. I'm super not, but I'm desperate.
All right.
but you're open to the possibility.
But I'm completely open.
I think I am going to try some of those like fruit flavored kind of seltzery drinks. Like everybody said, like I said,
and I still have the subscription.
Yeah.
Olipop cream soda.
Yeah, but I mean that's got tons of sugar in it, doesn't it?
Oh no,
not
Playboy.
really.
No,
not really. Yeah.
It does not.
You get the spray dudes?
No, I wouldn't.
The spray dudes?
You got it.
I don't want the spray dudes.
You have to like one a day, and that's
one
it.
spray dude a day.
No, one soda a day.
Okay.
When it comes to the
pre or probiotic sodas, and then you don't even have to eat salad if you eat those.
I thought about getting LaCroix and then just putting a little Splenda in the LaCroix to get it a tiny bit sweeter than what it is now. I think I'm going to try that maybe. We'll see how it goes. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Kissimmee is considering some new rules, and I got to tell you, I'm kind of interested to see what the audience thinks about this because it can be a bit of a room divider. In your neighborhood, Ross, and yours as well, Jack, do you have people that park their work vehicles or bring them home and park them in their driveway?
How about on their lawn? I have a couple neighbors who have their work vehicles on their lawn.
Parked on their lawn.
Yeah, but one of them's an OPD cruiser, so I don't hassle him.
So
I don't mind that one.
It's so funny you mentioned that. What are the other ones? Like an AC guy, drywall guy, whatever?
Some delivery guy.
Yeah.
I love that it's a double whammy for Jim right there. You got worker cars on your front lawn.
No. That's like I had this in my neighborhoods before too.
Yeah.
Do you have it, Ross?
Hey, there are pros and cons about not having a homeowners association, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'll never have a lien on my home, but 3 doors down, that's 42 cats.
Yeah, right. Well, Kissimmee is doing this because residents who park work trucks in the front of their homes could soon see a change. So what they're trying to do is, and this is not in HOA neighborhoods. This is just like throughout the city of Kissimmee. They're taking up an ordinance that would update criteria for commercial vehicles in residential areas. The proposed change would raise the weight limit for commercial vehicles, which would be from 8,000 pounds to 10,000 pounds, and they would set a new standard for the size. And here's why. Because the photograph they show in Kissimmee is a guy who lives in a normal, everyday neighborhood.
Yeah.
All your homes are, not quite 0 lot line, but not far from it. Probably a quarter acre, something like that, right?
Yeah.
What do you think he's got parked in the yard there?
Like a cherry picker?
No.
A trailer of some sort?
A semi-truck, a semi-tractor trailer. Just the tractor part, not the trailer part.
Oh, wow.
It's backed into a little area in his fence, and you can see it. I mean, it's, he has a full-size semi-tractor in his yard.
Interesting.
Now, the funny thing is just like you said, when I read this ordinance, I'm like, well, does that include officers? Because I know a lot of officers use their patrol car. Mm-hmm. They'll take that home. Most people don't care if those are parked in your driveway.
I love it.
But that's a work vehicle.
Yeah. It certainly is.
That is a work vehicle,
but I don't mind it.
Are they gonna? But are they gonna make some kind of? Are they gonna make an allotment for that?
Yeah.
I mean, look, this could be crazy because one guy says this. He goes, "Look, I own a handyman company, and he's got one of those vans. Like everybody has the vans, got the handyman stuff on it. I'm sure it's got the a little bit of drywall and paint on the back doors because that's what happens, right?" Got the ladder rack on top, got all the stuff. No problem with that whatsoever. Everything's fine. Parks that in his driveway, like a normal van. As a rule, probably wouldn't have a problem with that either. People are freaking out about it. This guy says, well, look, if you make me take my van and put it in a storage area, I got to pass that expense on to the customer. So now I've got to raise my prices for my products. And for other people who don't live in Kissimmee, who don't have to adhere to this kind of thing, I'm automatically in the hole against those people. And that doesn't, I mean, it's whatever your business is, HVAC, electrical, drywall, AC.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Whatever it is. I mean, if your trucks aren't allowed to be there, that means that they have to be in a storage. Now, of course, people who work for gigantic companies, whether it be like one of Mills's guys,
yeah,
right? I'm sure they have a lot where they could put that if they were in that situation.
And the only difference on a lot of these work vehicles, the only difference is lettering, right? It is the names on the vehicle.
Branding, yeah.
Yeah, because if it's a van, you could have a van or a truck that's, just your personal vehicle. But once you throw those letters on, then to everyone around, it's like, oh, it's a work truck.
There's something about it that it's rubbing me.
I mean, you think it's too far of a reach?
No, anything, to me, it jumps out to just a huge, usually the majority of the time going to be a massive loophole for people, smaller businesses, or just local businesses having to go through to get to the bag. I don't know. It feels like it might step on a small business's future. It's already really hard, and this makes it a little bit harder.
So and I understand this. And by the way, even the people who are arguing against it, they understand. Like if you live in a certain neighborhood, you don't want to have to go outside and see some dude's well drilling rig, parked in his driveway. But that's you drive it around. You don't want to see. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see a guy's mulch truck in your driveway, 12 feet tall with giant hoses for blowing mulch and stuff. But you could do that in Kissimmee right now.
Per Florida statute, law enforcement vehicles are exempt.
Are they really?
Yeah. I work trucks, I don't mind. I think the semi, that's next level. I think that's one where it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, it says the ordinance also continues to allow many take-home work vehicles, such as vans used by plumbers and electricians. So like you were saying, Ross, if it doesn't get too big, they're not going to mess with you. I think what they're really looking for is that heavy equipment kind of thing. Yeah. Like if you have a tractor trailer or a tractor, and that's how you make your living, whether it be with a private hauler or a hauler, or you're hauling private. I don't know that anybody wants a semi-tractor trailer parked in somebody's front yard in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I don't want that.
And I think everybody was probably also pretty sympathetic to the person's problem. But having to rent a place to keep that at a couple $100 a month.
Well, it's just my biggest fear is accidentally regulating a small business. That would be my biggest fear. Yeah. But big semi-trucks, get Optimus Prime off this cul-de-sac.
They had this before. They tabled it in April to allow more time to research the appropriate weight maximum. They came to that 10,000-pound figure. They'll also do some more stuff when it comes to how big the vehicle can be, how long it can be, and things of that nature. But can I tell you something, guys? I don't believe this really stops with just commercial vehicles. I mean, people who have giant boats or RVs parked in your yard, to me, that's just as unsightly as any. Like if you have your Mills van, it's in your yard, I got no problem with that. They look great. They're wrapped well. The people take good care of them. No problem whatsoever. If you have your old ass RV backed up into your driveway and it plugged into your house, no problem. I don't want any of that.
Yeah, it's the boats you hate. Remember the widow who just lost her husband and you took her to court about removing his dream project of that boat from her yard?
I didn't take her to court.
Broke her heart.
I called the county to find out what the county thought about
right.
that.
You called the county on her.
I didn't call the county on her. I called the county to ask a question.
And then what happened? They showed up.
The county showed up. They sure did.
If you had hair, it would be a bob cut. What about ice cream truck?
Food trucks.
Yeah, I don't want it.
I have a friend who has a food truck. He got called on, and that's kind of the reason why I'm like, I'm letting all food trucks rip and roar. It's
would?
Yeah, it's a small local business, and I would not want to step on the way of them and the bag. Yeah. I know that sounds worded poorly, but
that's so hard, buddy. I mean, the food trucks can be also giant.
Yeah.
And again, they're also painted usually to bring attention to them. So that means it's not like, hey, here's a food truck that's painted to look like a regular truck. No, this is a food truck with like panda bears or, whatever to bring attention to that food truck. They're going to paint it all pink with flowers and stuff. And that's going to be your view. That's your vista from your front porch.
I want to say that there's been some level of regulation, even with food trucks, that you have to cover it at the very least.
Oh, really?
To fix that problem so you don't have to come home and see pandas. But.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 4 o'clock keyword is dollar, DOLLAR. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in 1 sec.
At Real Radio, we don't do robots. We're guaranteed human. Use the TalkBack feature on the free iHeartRadio app and prove you are too.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need. Scattered showers are rolling in throughout the area, so expect some rainy conditions affecting your ride. Some parts of the major roadways are already getting affected, like I-4, Florida's Turnpike, State Road 429. Expect reduced visibility, slippery roadways. There's also some accidents that might cause you some trouble. On Apopka Vineland Road northbound before I-4, the shoulder's blocked. On 1792 northbound before O'Brien, the left lane's blocked. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the
This report is sponsored by Audible.
When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com.
Man, let me tell you something. Life Imaging is here for one thing and one thing only, and that's to make sure that you and your family stay nice and safe. August is National Wellness Month. This is a very, very, very good time to kind of reboot how you feel about your own personal health. And when it comes to Life Imaging, this is all they really think about. Judy started this company down in Miami years ago, then brought it up to Orlando a couple years ago, and have already saved 400 lives. And when you consider the numbers, you can see why they've done so well. 30% of this country will die of heart disease, and in a lot of those cases there will be no symptoms, no warnings at all. You could think you're perfectly fine and it could still go sideways. That's why it's so important to go out and find out. That way you don't have to have any guessing games. You know for a fact what's going on. And remember, this is the easiest medical procedure you will ever do. It takes no time at all. There are no injections, no dyes. You keep your clothes on the entire time. And by the way, it's a free heart scan, just a few minimum requirements. It's a $699 value. And they even went so far to make it easy to book your appointment. All you have to do is pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's it, guys. You don't have to remember anything else. Just pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. These guys will connect you. You can make that appointment and you will feel good about it. You'll get that information and then you'll know that is what it's all about. And don't forget about their cancer screening as well, because early detection saves lives. It's Life Imaging.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil, one simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. When you get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free and avoid the hassle of costly repairs. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Chris, said, Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allowed us to sell our 16-year-old home without having to spend thousands on repairs. Their guaranteed offer was more than we were hoping for, and the whole process was fast. Don't worry about the inconveniences of selling your home. The guaranteed offer makes selling your home easy. I've been serving homeowners for nearly 30 years and have helped over 58,000 satisfied clients sell their home. I know what matters most: a quick sale and maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active, and it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com or call 1-855-CAMZYOS. Actor portrayal.
Why do you love movies? Is it the emotion, the spectacle, the escapism? On Raiders of the Lost podcast, we explore cinema like no one else, including huge interviews with stars like Ryan Gosling on Project Hail Mary.
It was like the Jaws shark. Didn't always work, came with its own problems. That's what made it great. The heart of the movie is Rocky and Grace, and their friendship is hard-earned.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Raiders of the Lost podcast, and listen now.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Today is Cooler with Ross Padgett, presented by Mills Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and turn to the experts at millsair.com. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Good afternoon, Jim Colbert Show.
Here's it comes.
On the Kissimmee story, if you're not in an HOA, they can do whatever they want. It's your property, it's your land, this is America. I thought, Jim, you were a Republican and loved America. I'm just kidding. But seriously, move to an HOA if you want more regulations. That's my thoughts. Have a good one.
So I had to deal with this in Castleberry. They didn't like the fact that the side of my company, which the HOA would never use, it was a weird one where it was partially condos and partially rented out apartments.
Yep.
They didn't like it, so I had to cover and uncover that thing every single day because the Ford F-150 that I had at the time was not magnetic and I could not slap magnets over it. So that was fun.
It don't matter what's in someone's driveway, man. Come on, we're talking about blue-collar America. Clifford, West Palm. I understand, an 18-wheeler or a tractor that pulls it. I get it. At the end of the day, it doesn't just provide for their family, it provides for yours too. You're taking away a fundamental idea of America all because I don't want to see it. This stuff grinds my gears, man. Turn the other head, because I'm busy making money for not just me, America.
Yeah, I'm catching some crazy strays on this topic on the texting service as well. Like, I'm just telling you my opinions of this. Like, if you want look, here's another thing that's America, your property value going up. You buying a house, investing hundreds of thousands of dollars of your money, and then not watching that drop because a guy parks his oil fry truck in his front yard next to your house. And I understand everything you're saying, but there are gives and goes everywhere. It's not all just, hey, this is America. I get that 100%. And yes, you can do whatever you want. But if you park your tractor trailer in the front yard of a neighborhood and somebody just, you can't expect that to be cool. Matter of fact, a guy checked in earlier, by the way, and he said, He goes, I own a tree service. I park my trucks in my backyard. Bucket truck is 12 feet tall.
Woo!
And ugly as hell. Wonder if my neighbors care. Maybe they've never said anything, so maybe they don't. But I mean, I got to tell you, I did not buy, before we bought the house we're in right now, I did not buy a house. This is a true story. You could call my wife right now.
What was the reason?
We were in Sorrento, not in Sorrento, over by Deer Island Golf Club out in Tavares in that area there, right?
Okay.
We were looking at a house. The house had every single thing we wanted. The price was right, property was right, and everything like that. The neighbor behind us, these are like 1.5 acre lots or whatever. The neighbor behind us owned a construction company. He had his excavator out there. He had his bucket truck out there. He had his front end loader out there and 2 dump trucks. I said, I'm not ever doing that. I'm not ever living next to or behind a guy that's running a construction company out of his property. And it has nothing to do with me being bougie or anti-American. I just simply have the choice, and I chose not to live there because of that.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. It cost that guy. Now, the guy wound up selling the house, but I didn't buy it from him.
Sure, but...
I mean, but somebody did.
But then when that guy moves, so if you have a house and you're pretty satisfied with your house and your property, and then that construction guy moves in and uses his backyard for, all of his equipment, you have to deal with that.
Yeah, you have to deal with that. Right. And by the way, now my house, just like this guy dealt with, becomes less sellable because clients who can afford homes like that or want to live in that neighborhood don't want to live there because this guy's house has all the construction equipment in it.
But, I mean, am I foolish in thinking that, yes, some people might say no to that.
Yeah.
But when they get the house, what is it called? When some official guy shows up and goes, it's worth this much.
Oh, the appraiser.
The appraiser, right?
Yeah.
The appraiser isn't keeping an account of your neighbor in a construction, right?
You're right, because the appraiser is just appraising what the value of the home on that property is worth and the property and everything like that. But the fact is, that doesn't change the sellability of the home.
There is that factor.
The appraisal could come in at $1 million, and you could go up to your $1 million home, and you look at that and go, wow, this is a beautiful home. But next door, this guy has a jumpy jump set up in his front yard every day.
So if no one buys it, then no one buys it. I get that. But it's like...
And then nobody buys it, then your property value goes down because now nobody wants to buy your property and live next door to that property.
But the property value, isn't that from the appraiser?
Yeah, well, it's that,
but it's
and
also
where
what
it is.
what the market will bear, what you're able to realistically sell that property as, what someone's willing to pay. That's the true value.
Somebody takes it and says, Jimmy hates freedom and blue-collar workers. Everybody in my family is a blue-collar worker.
Well, I mean...
I've lived in blue-collar neighborhoods my entire life up until 10 years ago.
But that's why one of my friends opened up a food truck, and that's kind of why I feel like food trucks, dude, hit it up in the streets, put it in a driveway, let it ride. Because he was telling me of just the red tape that it takes to get a business off, right?
Yeah,
already from
it's
just
brutal.
Local and federal government. And then if you throw in the neighbor, you guys too, I'm one of you guys.
Yeah.
And then that was his whole take of not from you guys as well.
Yeah, and really the texting service, I don't know if they misunderstood what I was talking about. I said 1,000 times, I would have no problem if the person next door to me had their Mills HVAC truck in the driveway because it's a regular van. It just is, it's labeled with Mills stuff. If your electrical truck.
Where do you draw the line?
Yeah, tractor trailers, giant construction equipment, stuff like that, stuff that is unsightly, that doesn't belong in a residential neighborhood. That's kind of what I'm talking about. And by the way, I am also extremely empathetic when it comes to somebody who has one of these tractor trailers and they're private haulers. Already a tough gig. Already a tough gig. He texted earlier. I was saying it was $200, $300 to find a place to park this thing. They're telling me it's more like $500 to $800 a month to find somewhere to park something like that.
That's a bit of coin.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And what was it you had against boats and that widow the woman who just lost her husband?
I didn't have anything about. I didn't know she had lost her husband.
Do you hate widows or boats?
And I had no issue about the boat. I had no issue about boats. That boat stuck over the fence and it had a made-up tarp system. It looked like something that Edward Scissorhands built, out in his backyard with a bunch of rotting tarps, and it was my vista of my entire backyard. You couldn't miss it. It was like a blue mountain. of ripped up, nasty, weather-ridden tarps.
Why didn't you just plant some bamboo?
I did plant some bamboo after the fact.
And you still call the county on it?
No, it was before that. Yeah.
But you said it yourself, is like, if it's unsightly. Well, I mean, that's why HOAs exist and why,
yes, 100%, yeah.
The whole unsightly, though, is super subjective. For me, I think I'm going anything but a full-blown... even then, dude, I just don't care enough, I think, in day-to-day life. I'm still worried about just trying to figure out breakfast.
Like the food truck thing, I think, is a really interesting argument. I really do believe that. Because
they're a little more common?
And that's right on the borderline.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and I'll tell you another one, like Snap-on tools, right? For people out there, like, you see these Snap-on tool trucks go through, and they're like these big
cargo van.
They're like big bread trucks almost, right?
Yes.
Like these big old bread trucks, and you go in there and they would park, because that's an independent business. They actually, from what I understand, they don't work for Snap-on. They've bought that business, and they're like a it's almost like a Tupperware thing.
Yeah.
You're a separate business. You get your stuff from them, and you go around and you sell them. That would also be one of those things where, like, well, it's a really nice truck. Snap-on's a very easy logo, and even though it's a bigger truck, that's a little bit more of an argument you can make where it's not really hurting anybody. It's not really bringing down any property values, anything like that. But if you have a tractor trailer, you have a big piece of a construction equipment, front end loader, a food truck is right on the edge because of that.
I think I got a big trailer down the street, like right up the street.
Because a food truck, you get the exhaust fan on top. You know, there's equipment on top, so that it can be pretty high.
There's gonna be a funny logo.
Yeah, because,
It's got to be, because it's designed to make you look.
And by the way, if they have a fryer, on it, it has that big round thing. Yeah. And they are designed to make you look. Yeah. They're designed to get attention.
There's just this awesome photo of like a fish kick flipping. And it's fish sticks.
See, people are saying I'm losing my Palatka and my Winter Park is showing. I don't live in Winter Park. I live in Eustis.
Another texter says you didn't buy that house because you're an uppity beon.
I just know what I want. I had options and I knew what I wanted. And look, I got to tell you, I think a lot of people who are calling in and bitching about stuff like this and calling in and defending it, I would defend 95% of this. I would defend. I would be like, yeah, no problem. Yeah, park your AC truck, park your electrical company truck, park all of that. Park it right in the front yard. That's great. I have no problem with that. But the minute you bring like a big ass food truck or a tractor trailer in, I would probably have a little problem with it.
Texter says they live in the city of Orlando. No HOA, but Orlando code officer says no commercial vehicles in the residential area, and they got fined for a trailer.
Yeah, somebody actually just said that in the state of Florida, they banned the idea of HOAs coming after people that are using their company vehicle as their vehicle because their employers allow it.
So HOAs can't do it, but the cities can.
Well, I guess so. Yeah, maybe so. And by the way, I lived when I lived over here in Castleberry for a while. Then I lived over in
Fern Park area.
The Fern Park area.
When you were slumming it.
Yeah. All the Spectrum guys, they brought their trucks home all the time.
Yeah.
The cable guys drove their cars around all the time. Little Ford Rangers or a little van. No problem. I mean, again, that's just their transportation. And by the way, would never take that away from anybody to be able to have that as transportation that's provided to them by their company.
So your team wraps, but food trucks, when it's got like a giant shrimp on top.
Look, I got to tell you. I mean,
it's designed to make you look.
There's not like a set rule for what I would like or not like, but I mean, I think that anybody who has you spend good money on your property, and then a guy who moves in next to you, has a junk house. I mean, where do you draw the line? That's a good point. Where do you draw the line?
Well, how about this?
Do you think, real quick before you go there, do you think like somebody parking a tractor trailer in their front yard and then other equipment, maybe if you're a landscaper out there and you park your landscaping equipment in your front yard, do you think that's as bad as a junk collector like this guy in Altamont who had old toilets in his yard,
Alan Davis?
Yeah. I mean, is that the same?
No.
But here's the thing. Then where's the argument? So I mean, so what you're saying is like I'm getting called out for like, oh, you're uppity because you own the trucks, but like, are you cool with people coming in and moving in next to you and then putting old tubs and old toilets and stuff in their front yard?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the big deal?
I drive by a lot of homes, or I even on my bike ride, I go by a lot of homes where it's a carport it's like it's an enclosed garage without the walls.
Yeah.
So you get to see everything that they're storing
right.
in that carport.
Yeah.
Is it sightly? No. Do I complain about it? No.
And there it is right there, because it's kind of a two-part question. The first question is, are you okay with laws, being passed to prevent a toilet being, in the middle of a driveway? Or
did you ever see that guy's yard, by the way? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I did not.
Yeah,
it was famous. Alan Davis, about 20 years ago, I think. Yeah.
But, and I feel like I got one of those homes in my neighborhood right now, and it's not great. But for me, it's not enough for me to confront and make a phone call and go out of my way to try to stop.
Can I ask you a question?
Jim would do that. He makes the call.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Can you see it from your house?
I cannot.
You cannot see it from your house. It's around the corner.
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be different if you could see it?
I mean,
do you think?
Imagine it was your neighbor right next door.
Right. And do you think it'd be different if you could see it, and then let's say you wanted to, because you and Olivia are going to eventually move on from that house, maybe, and you're going to try to sell that house, and then when people come into your house, like, love your house, there's no way I'm living next door to that.
And then
I would love to buy your house, but I'm not paying that money because I'm not living next door to that. Then what? Do you go ask him then? Do you talk to him then?
I mean, it's just kind of like, it's old news of going like, a whole lot of life isn't fair. Like, that is a whole bunch of draw of the cards.
But couldn't you make that same argument for the argument that you don't want that next to you, that life isn't fair? Don't you? I mean, to the guy who has all the stuff in his front yard, couldn't you say, well, he could probably say, well, that's not fair. This is America. I can do what I want. I pay this property. It's my property. If I want to put old toilet after old toilet after old toilet, broken down washing machines and dryers, and old fridges in my front yard, it's America. I paid for it. I got a right to do that.
Yeah, I would look at that.
Same argument, right?
I would look at that and go, he's right, and yes, I'm not cool with this. So that's why I call it like a two-part question of like, I would not pass laws to prevent him from doing that. I always drop off my friend, right? And he lives right next to this like funky skunk truck. It's kind of grown a little infamous.
Funky skunk truck.
If you Google funky skunk truck in Orlando, you'll see this weird, like, insane truck that is like paper mache duct taped skunk mullet on top of the car, and it's, he's got neighbors.
Oh my gosh.
I drive by it all the time, and every time I see it,
oh my God almighty,
I smile. And now I can't hate the next person next to me like yourself who looks at that and goes, never in a million years would I be living next to that.
Well, I mean, I can't stop that. I mean, I don't have, I'm saying I wouldn't want this parked in the driveway next to me. I just looked it up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's absolutely
insane,
completely
right? Insane, yeah.
But I always see this thing in the neighborhood. So I can't argue if someone sees that and gets pissed off, especially if you live there, you're right. But I also know that for me, I wouldn't pass any hardcore concrete law regulation bill to step on that. Like, I think the talkback kind of nailed it. It's like, that's why we have HOAs, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no question. But this is a city ordinance. This is a city trying to do it outside of an HOA. So this isn't even in a neighborhood that you would consider bougie or gated or anything like that. This is just the city. And I think, their probably thought is we would like the property value of our city to stay high. We would like people to look at Kissimmee and go, hey, you could go to Kissimmee and buy a home, and you could expect that home to increase in value because we're not allowing people to set up like, de facto junkyards next to you, or, park their tractor trailer next to you. And, again, empathetic to what they, the situation, but.
Yeah, I mean, I know I don't live in the most pinky up neighborhood, and I kind of just go into and going like, yeah, that's kind of the name of the game, dude. There's one house, dude, a Noah's Ark amount of cats. It's troubling.
Oh, yeah.
But hey.
A Noah's Ark amount?
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Tons of reaction to this on the texting service.
A lot. Do you think we should take a break and drink some whiskey?
Yeah, we should do that. Let's do that next.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends. Our Classic Alternative.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Scatter showers and thunderstorms, the name of the game for the remainder of our Tuesday. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Won't be a washout of an evening, but when the rain does fall, it could be torrential, and we could have some frequent lightning and brief gusty wind as well, so travel carefully if you're hitting the roadways. We'll see those storms fade away late in the evening through the early part of the night, with temperatures dipping back into the middle to upper 70s. For our hump day, we see a bit of a pattern shift, getting back into more of an onshore flow from the Atlantic, and that should help shift some of the storms away closer to the I-4 corridor and farther to the west, with highs in the low 90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Guys, listen, Labor Day is coming. It is time to upgrade your grill game. Football season's right around the corner, man. Head to Tools Ace Hardware. These guys have 14 locations packed with the best grilling brands out there. Big Green Egg, Napoleon, Rectech, Gosney, and that's just where it starts. They also have that Weber series that I absolutely love. Simply amazing stuff. Plus, these guys offer free assembly and free local delivery, so you can just sit back and relax while these guys do all the work. Load up on propane, pellets, charcoal, and do that at Tools Ace today, or find your nearest store at toolsacehardware.com. Get expert advice, assembly, and local service you won't find anywhere else. It's Tools Ace, your local grilling place.
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
Quiet confidence. It's not what you see, it's what you feel. A suit tailored just for you. A perfectly timed guy's trip. Choosing On Plus nicotine pouches over rough corners and edges. Because some things may look better, but the other things simply feel better. On Plus nicotine pouches with Nico Silk Mesh. The softest pouch on the planet.
Not all varieties available in all geographies. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
C-Lane here, and guys, let's have a chat for a second. If you are starting to see the symptoms of erectile dysfunction or PE show up in the bedroom, you know that's not something that fixes itself. It might be time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. A lot of guys are calling. They're very helpful, and they want you to avoid surgery. They told me that's one of their big goals. They have painless procedures, and surgery is painful, it's invasive, and it's expensive. And they don't want you to have to go through that. They want you to go through their painless procedure, and 98% of men see results right there in the office, right there, same day. So if you're still relying on pills, if you're having to up your dose, it's time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. They're getting guys back to where they should be and feel like themselves again. They're offering a free consultation, but you've got to call now. 407-723-7533. It's 407-723-7533. Don't overthink it. Just call the incredibly helpful, the incredibly knowledgeable folks at Premier Men's Medical Center and find them online at premiermensmedical.com.
Some apps say they're free, then come the fees. Not the iHeart app. It's 100% free. No required subscriptions to access the best live radio stations, free playlists, podcasts, and more. Download the free iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio. Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 25% upfront bonus? And are they promising you up to 9% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They aren't. That's up to $25,000 upfront or up to $9,000 per year on $100,000, guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. Lifetime warranty. And all you need is $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. It's my 250 sales event. I've dropped prices on 250 vehicles. Thousands and thousands off. Acres of new Mitsubishis. Outlanders with third row seating and all the tech. Plus acres of used cars. All you need, $4 down. $4. Now extended final days. Vehicles under 20 grand. Payments under $250 a month. I'm paying $3,000, $4,000, even $6,000 more for your trade. Bad credit, we don't just get you approved. We work with banks and credit unions to get you the lowest rate. Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. With lifetime warranty. Thousands off. And every vehicle's just $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just 2 miles off I-4. RCHill.com. That's RCHill.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit theNickLeeGroup.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You can watch radio being made on a daily basis at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey, Jim Colbert Show, it's Mason. I wanted to weigh in on the Olipop thing. Totally agree. They're great. They're good. Flavor's good. I think they're like 55 calories a piece, low on sugar. Helped me replace my soda drinking.
Just saying.
But I just got back from a short deployment, cracked one of those things open, and yeah, I think you kind of understand where it went. Didn't end well for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry if I did this 2 times, but lightning came in real hard and everything got messed up. But I'm thinking maybe if you got like a sparkling water, like a Topo Chico, and you would squeeze a lemon or some lime or grapefruit, maybe that could get you down the road to that ice cream, because I know what that's like, and I have to have it. Ice cream, like every night, it just has to happen. So do that. Maybe it can happen for you.
I heard those Topo Chico things are good as hell, too. I haven't had one yet. Your 4 o'clock keyword, guys, got about 8 minutes or so to get over there for dollar, D-O-L-L-A-R. We'll have a fresh heat for you at the top of the hour. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Jack.
Yo.
Ross is here as well.
It is true.
And it's time for Whiskey of the Week.
/Distillery and Blending House present Whiskey of the Week on The Jim Colbert Show.
Very nice. We're doing this little special today because we're not going to be in on Friday, so we won't be able to do the bit on Friday. And we want to make sure that we take care of one of our favorite clients out there, / drink / .com is the website. You can also find them on Insta at that, drink / and we will review a new whiskey every single week. It turns out that August is Rye Month, and I'm kind of happy for this, Jack, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Ross and I were just talking a few minutes ago, and we both kind of said that we haven't really quite embraced rye whiskeys yet.
Shoot us.
Yeah, they're a little like when you are used to drinking like aged bourbon or scotches or whatever, and you start drinking these ryes, they're a little spicy. They almost come off a little raw sometimes. So I'm glad that we have an entire month of this, so I can kind of explore some of those different ryes.
Ooh, I did not know that rye whiskey is older than America. It predates America's independence and America's first whiskey.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, this is the one that we're trying today is their very first rye they've ever done.
And what is it called?
It's called Thunder.
It's Thornhurst.
Thornhurst. I got the bottle here. I was reading. I'm sitting sideways.
You're rolling the bottle.
Thornhurst. That's it. Thornhurst. Yeah, this is their very first rye blend they ever released. They released it in the summer of 2024. Fresh, herbal, fruity notes come from the Journeyman Organic Rye. The body comes from the Pot Still, Pennsylvania Rye from Dad's Hat. And then there's also the coffee still in there, and this is a blend of those whiskeys.
And one of my favorite things about everything from Forward Slash, if you're like me, you love Orlando and you love supporting local, and you love, what is it, exclusivity? There's 795 bottles of this ever produced, and we're drinking it.
Yeah.
Oh!
Pretty cool, huh?
I'm in heaven. It's
100 proof, which means it's 50% alcohol by volume. And all ryes use this in blend of a minimum of 6 years. So let's take it a little taste here. And this is part of their Artisan series. So this rye, unlike their Legacy series that comes from whiskeys that you see at your liquor store, these are from independent producers all across the U.S. And this is a blend. This is their Artisan series from Forward Slash. Let's give it a little try. You put any ice in yours, Jack?
I did. I tried it first without the ice, and then it's like, oh, I need ice.
I got to tell you.
1 cube, baby. 1 cube.
That's the thing about rye that I've noticed. They always say you put a couple drops of whiskey. Like, I will get that with some whiskeys. Rye is the one where I will definitely put a little water in my rye almost every time.
Yeah, I did notice that when we did our bourbon bus and we went to Forward Slash is you sample it first, and then you add it like a drop or two of water, and it really opens it up more.
You know what? It's funny because they say that the middle of this has powdered sugar. This is way sweeter than I remember most ryes being. Most ryes are like Old West whiskey, right? I mean, it's just like brutal for the sake of being brutal, but this is not that at all. This has a little bit of a buttery note to it. It does have a little fresh for like apricot in there.
I don't understand. I don't understand how you taste those things.
All right. Real fast, Jack.
Talk to me.
I think it's all when it comes to sipping whiskey or drinking straight spirits, I've always hyper focused on the sip. Drink it differently. Give it different types of sips. I'm not saying like side of your mouth. I'm just give it different cadences. Let it tap dance on that front tongue.
Yeah, and then put some air in there. And they say also if you get it in that, like you do this, like so you see wine guys do this, they'll get a little in and they'll go
reverse whistle
and let that aerate, and then it's the other way. That's reverse.
Damn it! I forgot how to whistle.
Damn, that's good, man. That's really nice.
I don't even know if this is a compliment. I've never seen an ice cube melt so fast.
It's already gone.
I put mine in there a second ago, and I looked down and was like, somebody stole my ice cube.
I'm not making this up. We dropped one ice cube in this amazing, what is this, like a snifter or something?
Yeah.
And it's gone. The segment, it's 4:52. We just saw our ice cube melt in 4 minutes.
Dude, I got to tell you, you want to be like America. Like, this is America. This isn't like a conglomerate giant distillery that's been bought out by a big company. These are 4 small level distilleries across the U.S. that they've borrowed these from to build this blend. I mean, this is really nice.
So you and I were talking about, you already brought it up that we weren't necessarily the most distinguished drinkers when it comes to rye whiskey.
Yeah.
This is a phenomenal rye whiskey.
It's really good.
I don't have a long history of liking rye, but you said this is 100 proof?
Yeah, 100 proof.
Yeah, that's going to sneak up on me.
Yeah. Got to be careful.
In fact, I am snuck up on.
Okay, very good.
Wow, one of the ryes in this mix, they get their rye from the same farm that has been supplying Pennsylvania whiskey distillers since the 17th century.
How crazy is that? All the way back to the 1600s.
Wow.
So try it today.
It's good.
Yeah, it is good.
/. Distillery and Blending House.
And this is their Thornhurst Rye. Thornhurst, Thornhurst. If you go over for a sip, make sure you mention that we sent you over there. Get you some of this rye. I think they do flights as well. So if you wanted to do a flight of rye, just kind of get a different flavor of what it's like from one glass to the next, maybe different blends, that's a great idea, especially with whiskey.
And Michael and Tim, they're guys who love to talk about bourbon and whiskey, and it's just a fun time, and they're great guys.
Yeah, right there in Winter Park. It's actually one of my kids' favorite stomps to go over there to the tasting room and hang out. It's and they have a massive Halloween event coming up, so you want to kind of pay attention. Get on their radar, guys. Hop on their website. Also follow them on Insta.
Mind blown.
Why?
Over a year ago, I went to Michigan. I came back with what? Whiskey. As soon as you just said all in the blend bill, I brought back Journeyman whiskey.
You did?
That's the same whiskey.
Yeah.
And that's like whiskey Michigan heaven.
Yes.
And here it is, but it's 41% of the Thornhurst whiskey, and it's right here in Orlando. And for all the listeners, people know that was a real thing about 2 years ago.
That's crazy,
and
man.
Here it is. We're sipping 41% back in the blend bill again. Wow, small world.
Yeah, man. Thanks for /. We appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, the website is drink/.com, or you find them on Instagram at drink/.
You got it. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Let's take a few minutes. We're going to take a break. Hop online and get ready because we have a fresh keyword for you right now.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic's going to be a little bit tighter than usual. These scattered showers are really slowing things down on most of the major roadways. There's also a couple of accidents causing you some trouble. On 1792 northbound before O'Brien, the left lane's blocked. There's some flooding where Oak Ridge Road meets OBT, so just travel with caution through there. And if you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Man, there is zero question that when you have plumbing problems in your house, the entire thing comes to a screeching halt. No showers, no flushing toilets, no working sinks. It sucks. And that's why it's super important to have a reputable plumbing company on call. And guys, for me, it's pretty easy. It's Modern Plumbing Industries. Found this guys about 6-8 months ago to do some work at the house, and they did an amazing job doing stuff that you would never even think a plumber could do. They actually created hardware for 2 sinks I have from the 1950s just so they could work. Did not charge me even 1 nickel for that. They considered it a challenge and a pleasure to do that. All plumbing issues, gas issues, water heaters, they do it all. And when you book your appointment, please mention the Jim Colbert Show. Get that $50 discount. You can call today for 24-hour service, 407-327-6000, or easily find them online at modernpi.com.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
If you're thinking about buying a new home or refinancing your existing home, the first thing you need to do is listen as that mortgage guy, Don, hosts the Home Loans Radio Show right here on Real Radio 104.1 from 9 to 10:30 every Saturday morning. That mortgage guy, Don, has been helping people with their mortgage needs for over 20 years, including myself. And if you miss an episode, don't worry. You can still listen to the past 170 plus informative episodes at thatmortgageguydon.com or wherever you download podcasts like the free iHeartRadio app. It's peace of mind right there at your fingertips at thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Congratulations, Dennis. You just won $1,000 from Real Radio.
Oh, wow.
What are you going to do with your money, Dennis?
Party and pay some bills.
With 13 chances each day to get $1,000 in your hand, we ask, Who's Next? This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air has been in business since 1992, right here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. That's Mills Air. It's equipment change-out time. You can get upgrades up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Hey Orlando, why settle for one dealership when you can shop 3? Greenway Kia's 3 Central Florida locations give you access to 3 times the inventory. Shop over 1,200 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle to help maximize its value. And this week only, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
For decades, millions have trusted Amscot when life happens. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Simple, reliable, Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
This summer, rediscover a place that's been here over 450 years, yet always feels brand new. Where the streets tell stories, the beaches are breathtaking, and every day gives your family more to take home than just a suntan. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, and the beaches. Welcome to the new world. Plan your escape now at floridashistoriccoast.com.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Listen to Real Radio in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Some people are all talk, but conservative farmer Wilton Simpson gets the job done. That's why 61 Florida sheriffs, 24 former Cattlemen Association presidents, and Governor Ron DeSantis all agree. We need Republican Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. They endorse him because Wilton's done the job before. Safeguarding our food supply, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson banned hostile nations, including China, from buying Florida farmland. Standing with our farmers and against overdevelopment, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson increased farmland preservation by 243%. Expanding Florida's wildlife corridors, he got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson created the Florida Wildlife Corridor Program and conserved 18 million acres of Florida land, including thousands of acres of working farmland. Wilton Simpson is a conservative workhorse who gets the job done. A proven conservative farmer endorsed by Ron DeSantis. Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. Paid for by Wilton Simpson, Republican, for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
Need to hear someone else's opinions before reconciling your own internal phobias? We got you, fam. Hey, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Are you looking to buy new windows? Don't wait for hurricane season to start. Get your free quote from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, they've been installing windows for over 50 years, and Reese Impact windows come with a lifetime guarantee. It transfers when you sell the home. Most windows can be installed in less than 8 weeks, and that installation is included. So what are you waiting for? Get a free quote today by visiting ReeseWindows.com. That's ReeseWindows.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgageguy.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Rich. R-I-C-H. That's Rich. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
So apparently Facebook is still a thing? Search gym members and join our group.
Hey, how's it, Ohana? Shout out to the boys club today. Jimmy. Bruh, you know our love for you is like the scar on my left hand. Brother, it's permanent. So check it out. Get liquid monk fruit in a bottle. That's the best sugar substitute you can buy.
I've heard that.
Stay away from the Splenda and the chemicals. You're talking about watermelon yesterday. Start subbing some of that in between meals. It'll satisfy. Aloha.
Aloha, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, I hear the monk fruit is
is
the best alternative for a sweetener.
You doggy, I sure do like that truck that comes around here and kills all the mosquitoes. I just wish he didn't have to park next to my house. It's ugly and devalues my home.
I'm catching so many strays about that topic. It's so crazy. All right, 407-916-1041. Your 5 o'clock keyword is Rich, R-I-C-H. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Rich, that is your 5 o'clock keyword, guys. Good luck. We hope you win. I'm Jim. Jack is there.
Yep.
Ross is here as well.
/ has tequilas too.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ross is excited.
Yeah, that bourbon the bourbon bus experience at / was amazing. That blueberry whiskey they brought out at the very end when they roll out that cart with those 2 giant barrels and then put that copper thing in there to start drawing it out little by little. It's just so good.
The funniest thing is when we first started talking about the bourbon bus, all I did was Google distilleries near Orlando. They're the first thing that came up. And then when I reached out, he's like, I talked to Tim, and he's like, oh, yeah, I've been listening to you guys for years. I'm like, oh, this is going to go well.
Yeah, go quite well, actually. Coming up here in a few minutes, we're going to talk to Jack Royer. He's the new personality over at Fox News.
Yeah.
Ryan Elijah, who was part of that morning show. By the way, Ryan's a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Wish him the very best against Corey Mills. Should not be that big of a deal. Shouldn't be that tough for him.
You got a few people in that race, so that's the Republican primary for Corey Mills' seat.
Yes.
So he's got some competition there.
Yeah.
And when you are on the air and you run for public office,
you got to go.
You have to leave the air because of that whole equal time thing.
Yeah. I'm interested though if he does. I mean, let's say that he doesn't win the primary. He doesn't get to move forward this time. Does he stay in politics or does he go back to news and then try it again later? I mean, what's the deal there? Do they leave him an opening over at Fox or no?
I really, that's a question for Fox.
I guess so.
Yeah, and their boss Melissa over there. But I don't know the answer to that. And it's also Ryan what he wants to do at that point.
Yeah, politics is such a coin flip anywhere. You have no idea how it's going to happen. I mean, he should be a shoo-in against Mills. I'm not really familiar with any of the other candidates, but Mills has got so much baggage.
Yeah, but it's interesting, for anyone who runs for office and doesn't win, you find out that night that, oh, I need to do something else now.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe so, yeah. So, we always hear these terrible ex-boyfriend stories all the time, right? We have them all the time. And in Florida, we seem to have a bevy of them. We never have a shortage of crazy ex-boyfriend stories.
And how many have you had again?
Ex-boyfriends? So many. This is out of Flagler County. I'm going to give you guys a little guessing game here, okay?
It looks like Netflix is getting another season.
Flagler man is accused of stalking his ex-girlfriend and then breaking into her house and stealing things from her. 31-year-old Justin Fountain met this woman on a Facebook dating app. I just simply can't imagine dating online or trying to find a person to spend time with online when people go there to hide their reality so often. And this is one of those cases, She lives in Palm Coast. She told police she broke up with Fountain after he became verbally aggressive with her and was attempting to control her everyday life. He did not handle the breakup well. He broke into her house after she left. He was accused of stalking and theft. He accessed the victim's social media and phone accounts, including using some apps with location tracking to find her. Right? Now, she lives at a Red Roof Inn where she's been living. He started showing up at her workplace, the hotel, and even a restaurant where she was eating with a friend. When she returned to her room, she found it in complete disarray and several items were missing. One of those items was insane.
Toy. Sexual toy.
Can I tell you? It was a toy. But it was not a sexual toy. But it was what the toy had that really made the big difference.
An unsolved Rubik's Cube.
Oh, that's so funny. No, not an unsolved Rubik's Cube. Think if you had a woman in your life and this woman had some, had a very colorful life. You break into her house. You steal something. There's no way you're going to get this, but I feel like I have to tell the story because it's so completely crazy.
Well, then give us closer hints so we even have a chance.
You steal something that is attached to a memory.
Ashes.
A trophy.
This dude stole a teddy bear, and the teddy bear had the ashes in an urn of her dead child.
Oh, my God. Ross, first of all. Wait, Ross gets the...
gets the weirdest gong ever.
That is a weird... I didn't say the child part.
And this guy knew that the value of this, the sentimental value. Oh.
Absolutely.
This guy is crazy and has a broken heart.
He stole her insulin as well.
Oh, my.
Oh, man.
Could that be like attempted murder?
He goes, the sheriff says, I can't think of a more despicable person that would do that. And then it continues on. The arrest report also stated that Fountain claimed to have taken the woman's insulin, messages allegedly sent by Fountain and edited for what the report said was, quote, 5 more seconds and I'm going to set this teddy bear on fire. If you want your son back, tell Buddy to leave now. So Buddy, I guess, is somebody that came over to take care of him or help out. He told this woman he was going to set her
a new boyfriend.
No, I don't know.
Well, who's Buddy?
I don't know. It just said just Buddy's some mystery guy that went over to the house, I guess.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So Buddy maybe is a friend she knows that she called to protect her,
or maybe it's just a name.
Yeah.
You know, that's a nickname he's in.
Hey, buddy.
For any guy in general.
He says while the deputy was talking to her, while the deputy was interviewing this woman, this dude called over 60 times from multiple numbers and sent more than 50 text messages.
Maybe the cop was Buddy.
Yeah, maybe so.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever just like double, triple, quad called during like an argument? I think the furthest I've ever gone was 3.
No,
3 like within 30 minutes, and then I was like, all right,
yeah,
you got to move on.
I see. I said 1, and if it isn't seen, like if it isn't responded to, I just like, listen, this is a scenario where we need to set this pan outside and let it cool off a little bit. That's what I do. She went and met with somebody else, also confronted. She was on a date with somebody else, and then when he saw her, he freaked out. And so inside his car, they found the missing teddy bear containing the woman's son's ashes. He was arrested and now facing multiple felony charges. And the cop says, dude, if he's acting like this just with a couple weeks of time with her, imagine what it was going to be like 4 months down the road.
Wow.
Should be chained to something in this dude's apartment.
They dated for a couple weeks?
Couple weeks, that's it.
She kind of got a peek into his craziness and said bye-bye.
Yeah. See you later, buddy. Yeah.
There's I wasn't joking. There's an entire Netflix documentary series right now that's called like Worst Ex Ever.
Yeah.
Worst Neighbor Ever.
Yes, I watched that.
It's just all like top 10 worst people ever that you can have in proximity.
Right, yeah.
It does seem to be a new genre for Netflix.
Yeah. She says she went and met with somebody else, so I confronted them about it. This is what he's saying.
Yeah.
But I was never violent, never aggressive. He said, I went into the room and I got my stuff, which is in the car. If you look in the trunk, you can see my stuff's in the car. And in the car, of course, he found the missing teddy bear containing the woman's son's ashes.
He already had stuff at her place?
Yeah, he already had stuff at her place. Yeah, after... No. I guess maybe some clothes or something, but what he took was hers.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like...
Text her, how do you burn ashes?
Oh, come on.
So the ashes are in a teddy bear. The teddy bear is what he was going to burn.
Well, they said the ashes were in an urn inside the teddy bear. So maybe that teddy bear was designed to hold an urn because it was a baby,
right,
or a child.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's the case. And he knew, like, you unzip the back of it, it's got a container in there of some sort that holds the ashes.
I don't want to be too judgmental, but it just seems very Jerry Springer on this one. You
really
they've met in a couple of weeks. It seems very trailer.
Well, she's living in a Red Roof Inn, buddy.
Okay, see,
she lives at an inn suite. She lives in a hotel. So I mean,
I don't know who, but it sounds like someone might have a face tattoo.
Yeah, there's definitely a teardrop tat somewhere in this.
There's something, maybe some green hair dye.
Yeah.
Pierced lip for sure.
Yeah. We wish her the very best, though, don't we? We want her to have a good life, and we want her to have no men like this in her life for the remainder of her existence.
Think he could be charged with kidnapping?
It says multiple felonies. I guess kidnapping. Well, I mean, did he ever hold her outside of her will?
No, for the child.
No.
Jack.
Jesus, Jack.
Jack, what are you doing?
What? It was an honest question.
It was not an honest question.
This guy gets three sips of bourbon and he becomes the Prince of Darkness.
That was the least honest thing you've ever said about something you just said. Horrible.
I'm glad it had a happy ending.
Well, I mean, I don't know how happy.
The guy got arrested.
Yeah, she still got back to the Red Roof, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
All right. And then the sheriff says, fortunately for us, he's kind of a dumb criminal.
Yeah, see, this keeps checking out to be pierced lip, face tat, green hair dye for me.
And by the way, let me go see this guy's face. I don't know what he looks like. Oh, it's kind of a weird thing. Let me see what his
what's his name?
Justin Fountain, spelled exactly like it sounds.
Give me a pierced lip. Survey says
he looks like just a regular old kind of bro. You know, he doesn't really look like He doesn't really look like.
Kind of looks like T-Bag.
Oh my God, dude! Oh my God, he does.
Dude, he's got face tats.
Oh my God,
he's
almighty!
He's got face tats. I nailed it. Yeah, dude, this is.
I think he has tattooed eyebrows.
He does have tattoo eyebrows, and they say something.
Oh yeah, this guy's methed out crazy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Well, now we know. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us. God Almighty, man, look at that dude. He has tat. He's got one of the ear tats or the eye tats with the teardrop. He's got a tat between his nose. I don't know what that's all about. And then he has tattooed on eyebrows. I think that's a meth thing, right? When you get your eyebrows tatted on, like a lot of meth. Like when you go to Faces of Meth, there's a lot of that.
I'm just gonna throw this
Faces of Meth.
Well, it's white trash, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it happens. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 5 o'clock keyword is Rich, RICH. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Fox 35's Jack Royer joins us next.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
3 right lanes are blocked on 408 eastbound at Chickasaw Trail. There's a crash on 408 eastbound at Florida's Turnpike, blocking the right lane. I-4 westbound before 429. The right lane's blocked there. Given 3 celebration, it's going to be stop and go. Scattered showers around the area is really slowing down your ride a lot more than usual this afternoon. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Discover. With the Discover Cashback Card, it's payback time when you earn cash back on everyday purchases. Activate and earn 5% cash back at different categories each quarter on up to $1,500 in purchases. It pays to Discover. See discover.com/5 for details.
Look, man, I have purchased and sold a number of homes here in Central Florida. That means I have run into a number of realtors. I can tell you without question, if you do not make the right choice when you're selling your home in the state of Florida, if you don't make the right choice for your realtor, it could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. So before you make the move out there, please contact my friends over at the Nickley Group. On average, guys, they get about 6% more for their listings than their competitors, and they sell those homes twice as fast. That's good. That means more money in your pocket faster. Your home not just going to languishing on the market for months and months. These guys know how to do it. They have pre-qualified buyers ready to go at all times. And if you are buying a house in Central Florida, again, welcome to Florida. But nobody's going to help you find that dream home better than the Nickley Group. An entire team of people out there scouring all of Central Florida looking for the homes that check off all the boxes for you and your family. And their VIP program is completely crazy. You know, free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies, and an early access program that gets you into off-market properties before they get listed. You get first bids. That is an incredible advantage. They even have a guaranteed cash offer. That means no showings or open houses, and you can close that deal in just 14 days. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
Hey, it's the News Junkie, and I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad,
Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor, eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Our Jim Colbert Show question of the day. It's live now. It's in our YouTube chat. Just search Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Brought to us by WeAreBeyondABank.com. That's Brad Siebert and his team, direct mortgage lenders with a focus on getting you the money you need, whether it's a brand new home, it could be a commercial property, or maybe you're refinancing your current home, trying to lower the rate, maybe take advantage of some of the equity you've built up over the years. The person who can help is Brad, and you connect with him online at WeAreBeyondABank.com. Now licensed in all 50 states. So maybe if you have property in another state you're trying to manage, Brad can help you. WeAreBeyondABank.com. Matter of fact, right now, if you head over to Facebook and follow We Are Beyond a Bank on Facebook, each month they give away a $100 gift card as a thank you to their followers. So become a Facebook follower at We Are Beyond a Bank and follow them, and also become a smarter buyer. If you go to their website, wearebeyondabank.com, you can learn a bunch of things. Brad puts up videos both on his Facebook and on his website at We Are Beyond a Bank, and it is your one-stop shop for mortgages. NMLS ID number 421593.
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
Florida heat is at its peak, and for a lot of folks, their homes never seem to stay cool. That's a common concern with Florida homeowners, and the problem could be your windows. That's because vinyl windows are known to warp, crack, or degrade over time, letting in a lot of unwanted heat, while aluminum windows are heat conductors, transferring heat into your home. And who wants that? Renewal by Andersen to the rescue. That's because their windows are made of Fibrex material, built to withstand Florida's extreme heat. Their energy-efficient replacement windows and doors are designed to help keep the heat out and maintain a more consistent indoor temperature. So that means a more comfortable home and lower energy costs. And during their end of summer sale, Florida homeowners can buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th free, plus special financing for 1 full year. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to claim your savings and reserve your free design consultation. Or stop by their showroom off of Lee Road in Winter Park and see these beautiful products for yourself. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Faster than your phone charging. Faster than your lunch break. Faster than your commute. At Amscot, walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. Lifetime warranty. And all you need is $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. It's my 250 sales event. I've dropped prices on 250 vehicles. Thousands and thousands off. Acres of new Mitsubishis. Outlanders with 3rd row seating and all the tech. Plus acres of used cars. All you need, $4 down. $4. Now extended final days. Vehicles under 20 grand. Payments under $250 a month. I'm paying $3,000, $4,000, even $6,000 more for your trade. Bad credit, we don't just get you approved. We work with banks and credit unions to get you the lowest rate. Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. With lifetime warranty. Thousands off. And every vehicle's just $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just 2 miles off I-4. RCHill.com. That's RCHill.com.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready? With solar Source, you get more than energy savings. You get strength you can trust. As Florida's oldest solar provider since 1984, Solar Source designs systems built to withstand Florida's toughest storms. Already have solar that's not working? Their expert service team can repair any system no matter who installed it and get it performing like new. Trusted by over 75,000 Central Florida homeowners, plus NASA, Disney, and Legoland. Visit SolarSource.com today to unlock exclusive savings. Solar Source, power you can rely on even when the storm hits.
A lot of apps like to say they're free until they ask for your credit card. iHeartRadio is different. No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not from you. It's the same radio you've never paid for. Live radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations, all in one app. So if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go.
iHeartRadio.
Today is Cooler with Ross Padgett, presented by Mills Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and turn to the experts at millsair.com. Obviously, this is why YouTube was created. Obviously, at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Still to come, the common sense financial advice you need. It's Only Money with Scott Brown. Today at 6:20 on the Jim Colbert Show.
What up, guys? Sport from Duval. Well, thank you, Jim Colbert.
What?
Now my big ass is going to Dairy Queen to get peanut butter parfait.
Give me one.
Appreciate it, Jim.
Give me one.
Also, to go back to the news.
Bring it to me now.
What the hell we need 1,000 launches for? 1,000 launches? Seriously? Here, let's do something productive.
Yeah.
Let's go to the homeless and give out 1,000 lunches. Let's do that first. Later.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 5 o'clock keyword is rich. That's RICH. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack is right there.
Yep.
Ross is here as well.
It is true.
This is a new guy in town, guys. Fox 35 turning it up, getting some new talent. You guys give it up good and loud for Mr. Jack Royer.
Hi, everybody.
Jack.
What a great name.
Hi, guys. Yeah, I like that. I've never met a Jack I don't like. Is today the day? No, I don't think so.
Chances are it's a coin flip.
Today is not the day.
It's a coin flip.
I mean, you can say the same for me. We'll check after this interview.
You a South Florida guy?
A South Florida guy? I don't know. You know, Nick Saban went there, hated it, and went to Alabama, where I'm from. I'm starting to understand why he left. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Miami's tough.
It's tough, but we lived in Fort Lauderdale. We enjoyed it. It was a great professional opportunity. All that. We're glad to be here in Central Florida.
And it's so funny, man, when you watch people who do local news as they kind of either they have they want to be in local news or they're vying for a job for one of the networks, the big news or whatever. I don't know where you are on that path, but it is funny to always kind of watch how they've skipped and hopped. And you know what's weird about you guys about local
long list of things
about local news guys? Like I've seen this like with 2 or 3 recently. Like they leave their hometown.
Yep.
Right. They go out and they make their world. They do 25 years in markets. They go from small market to a medium market to a big market. They do their 15 years in the big market, and they always wind up going back to their hometown to do their hometown thing, to work for the newspaper. Or
no place like home, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Isn't it wild how that kind of happens? Is that kind of your path or what?
I don't know. We'll see. My path right now is getting my 8-year-old through school, giving him a good life, all of that. So you know how it is. But I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. My dad was a news anchor there for about 25 years. So I kind of grew up watching him do it, following him around, shooting his stories. I kind of wanted to get out of his shadow a little bit and kind of prove to myself that I could do it without people going, hey, aren't you Mike's kid?
Yeah.
And so, we'll see. I think I could be happy here for a long time. The folks at Fox 35 are lovely, and what we're doing over there is exciting. So I'm glad to be here.
You couldn't be with a better station.
I agree.
I mean, we have such a symbiotic relationship with Fox 35. And look, we have a great relationship with all the news channels. It's just for some reason, we have gravitated toward using those guys. They're our partner in weather. So when we have bad weather, when hurricane season sets in.
Listen, I was driving in, I heard TJ Springer say, hey, it could be torrential. And it was torrential. Can confirm.
Yeah, we had a little gnarly storm roll by a minute ago. But you got some wonderful people, and they do a bunch of cool stuff over there. They really do. It's not a super conventional, very uptight kind of news station. These guys let it roll. It's fun.
Yeah.
And they do a good job. That's why they're the number one show in Orlando, the number one station in Orlando.
Good Day Orlando, I think, is some of the best local television I've seen in the country, especially lately.
Yeah, 100%. They have one of the best hosts out there. I mean, Amy Caulfield is an absolute monster.
100%.
And that entire crew does a good job, including Ryan. And of course, we wish him the best. But yeah, awesome people. How did you get this gig?
This job today?
Did you ask for this
No,
job,
you know
or
what?
did they come looking for you?
I'm fortunate. A lot of kids younger than me ask for mentorship and help, and I always tell them the most important thing in doing the job and getting the job is a relationship. And I came through here when I worked in Tampa for a couple years, worked in Tampa, came over to see a friend of mine who worked at Fox 35, met Melissa by chance that day, got walked through the room. I said, hi, nice to meet you. We didn't talk again for 4 years, and she called me 4 months ago and said, hey, you want a main anchor job up here? And I'm like, you know what? That sounds pretty damn good.
That's something like she does. Like that's a very Melissa move.
When
right?
you talk about how unconventional, in a good way, Fox 35 is, that's how Melissa operates. She has a really good gut, and if I don't say so myself, a good eye for talent. So we'll see if it proves true.
So you were in Tampa, but then you ended up in Miami. How long were you in Miami?
I was in Miami almost 3 years at WSVN Channel 7 down there.
What are you going to miss about Miami?
Probably living near the beach. That was pretty nice. We lived about 15 minutes from Fort Lauderdale Beach. That was fun to run over there. But I got to be honest, when you're from Birmingham, Alabama, I think Central Florida feels a little more like home than South Florida does.
Yeah.
South Florida's got plenty to love, but we were kind of glad for a change. And this, I'm telling you what, my wife and I have been driving around going, this feels a lot like home. This, you
could go about 12 miles north of here, and you are in Alabama.
Yeah,
well,
right.
I mean,
if you missed the beach, let me introduce you to a little guy we call Volcano Bay.
Oh, right. I need to get acquainted with Volcano Bay.
Yeah, it's a hoot. It's a fake volcano, but if you have 2 beers, it's real, brother.
I was going to say, after the whiskey tasting, I bet it looks like it looks Kilimanjaro.
Yeah. What do you do for hobbies? What do you like to do?
Should I say on the radio that I'm a cigar smoker? Is that okay to say in here?
God. See that box right there?
John Brown says he's going to take me to his favorite shop. Is that what you order him?
Well, tell John Brown his favorite shop is my effing front porch, because that's where he comes to get cigars all the time.
Does he buy them off you?
He does not buy them off me. I hand John Brown cigars.
Dude, I need to be Jim Colbert's best friend. It sounds like.
There you go.
Yeah. But I'm in dad mode most of the time. Whatever my kid wants to do, we like to ride bikes, throw the ball, and we'll still get over to the beach. I need to get everybody's beach recommendation around here. I've heard everybody say this is the hidden gem. This is the secret place to go. So, and I have a sneaking suspicion we will be either Disney or Universal pass holders at some point in the near future.
Yeah, but if you have an 8-year-old, it's more than likely going to be Disney for a little bit, and then you'll switch to Universal. Probably.
Right. What was the sell to the 8-year-old on, hey, we're moving to Orlando, you're starting a new school, but we'll live next to Disney World. He's like, I'm in.
That's very cool. So when did you start over there?
Starting doing paperwork Monday, on the air Tuesday.
Wow,
so,
damn, really?
Yeah, week from today.
Wow.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun ride.
So when you started out to be a journalist, not a television personality, and then it kind of morphed, or did you start out to be a television personality and just kind of it was journalism?
I mean, I think, I admire both of you and your careers in radio, because you know how it goes in this business. You never kind of know what's next. I watched my dad anchor local news and report for many years growing up. And when I was 14, I went to this radio station that I heard they were hiring to broadcast my high school's football games on the radio. And I'm like, hey, you guys need somebody to do that. And they're like, yeah, we're looking around. We can't find anybody. And I'm like, well, what if you let me do it? And they were like, you're out of your mind. You can't drive. You know what I mean? So I said, go ask the athletic director, see if he's cool with it. And they said, hey, we got a guy. The only bad news is he's 16 years old. The guy goes, you know what? I'll let it fly. Who is it? And they said, well, it's Jack Royer, and actually he's 14. And they were like, you know what? We'll pay him $100 a night to do some football. So I kind of got started in radio, doing football on the radio. Later, we bought the time, like we were talking about a minute ago, did it myself for a couple years. And then I just realized I was not very good at calling sports on the radio as much as I was news. And I just enjoy doing the news and the variety and meeting people in all different walks of life.
Well, buddy, listen, news in Florida is different than anywhere else on planet Earth. And you will definitely understand. You heard the story we just read. Right? A dude stole a girl's teddy bear that had her son's ashes in it, and he threatened to burn them.
So, question.
Again.
That moment that you came to grips with of saying that I'm not very good at sports calling, what skill were you missing? Like, what was the thing that you were like, I'm just bad at metaphors?
Oh my gosh.
When you start off anything like, buddy, listen.
I'll tell you the moment. The moment was I was at Alabama. I was a student, and they needed somebody to fill in calling a softball game. Baseball, I don't know if you've ever done it. I would say baseball, softball is probably the hardest sport to do in terms of filling time. I mean, it's so slow. Anybody can do football. Anybody can do basketball. And I sucked so bad at this softball game that night. I was like, in fact, I have a tape where you can hear me forget one of the team's mascot names. No. And I think that was the moment I'm like, I should probably stick to news. You know what I mean? Hard to mess that up.
Yeah, very cool.
Do you remember the mascot now?
I think no, because I watched the tape back and I cringed, and then I don't watch it again for 8 years. Because I think, okay, do you ever have a moment moment you just cringe about in the middle of the night years after it happens?
Yes.
That's my life story.
It's usually that day's show.
Yeah.
Usually. So you heard us drinking some whiskey.
I did.
If you have a cigar love, usually that also turns into a bit of a spirit love. Do you have one of those?
I like a little Bullet Rye whiskey, to be honest with
nice.
you.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell which one of you was saying I can't get the flavoring.
That's
I don't
me.
know how to. Yeah,
yeah, I'm trying.
Jack, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if my palate is not quite refined enough yet, but I'm pretty basic when it comes to the spirits
Note
world.
to self, Jacks don't know.
That's right.
Anything.
But we're going to get along great.
Jacks don't know. I like it.
Yeah, that's a Jack thing.
It's our new segment.
There we go. Yeah, we'll do a whiskey tasting segment where we say it tastes the same.
Yeah.
I can't tell a difference.
Yeah. I think you have a really good time over at Fox. Man, they're like so cool. And by the way, everybody has a very like a cool personality. Like everybody is just really easy to get along with, and they do a lot of fun stuff over there. Again, they're not stuffy.
They do.
You know, they don't take themselves too seriously. They do stuff in that parking lot, burger cook-offs, all kinds of crazy stuff. And of course, with Dave Martin over there,
for sure,
and he goes out and does all the fun stuff as well.
He does such a good job. I love his segments are like must-see TV.
He's amazing.
I just love the way Fox 35 is embracing the future, embracing finding viewers where they are, where they want us, not just expecting them necessarily to tune in at 5, although we welcome it and hope that they do.
Yeah.
But they've really assembled this team of people who think into the future, think about what our viewers want, what your listeners want, and find ways to meet them where they are. I think that's really the secret sauce.
Talking to Jack Royer, he starts at Fox 35 tomorrow. He'll be in the afternoon with
a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow. Luann
with,
Sorrell.
Yes.
So, Jack, you're doing the 5, the 6, the 10, and the 11?
Yes, you have read the press release very well.
How about
Jack.
that?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
on the
excited.
website as well.
Yes. I'm really excited for the opportunity, but we've got a lot of work cut out for us.
Now, everybody here in town that is with Fox are very social media savvy.
Yeah.
Is this something that you have already incorporated into your career down south?
Savviness, I think, is beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I think everybody's got their own style. I try to balance it. I know people don't want to see too many pictures of me and my family. They don't want to, I'm trying to figure out where to go with that in terms of my personal social media. But I think I'm excited to be able to jump on Fox Local whenever the news is happening, not just in the constraints of the day's newscasts, and bring stuff to our viewers as it happens.
Yeah. I think one of the reasons I believe that station does so well is because of that. I think that they have a really good personal connection because Amy's, Instagram and Facebook and all that. She always puts up stuff. When they go on vacation, Amy puts up pictures
where
on the
she's
beach.
been.
Yeah, they know everything. And I think that station in particular has kind of grown to that. There's another personality in town that does it as well, but I think like a lot of the staff at Fox does it. They kind of let you inside a little bit.
Yeah.
And they also have a really good connection with the community. They do a lot of community outreach stuff. So a lot of people that we actually have on our show that do special segments for us wind up over there on their morning show as well, because it's just cool stuff that the city likes.
Yeah, right. And I've known a lot of people in my industry who are very private. They don't want you to know a lot about them, but I'm like, I'm an open book. I mean, I love sharing my life with people. I love hearing about people's experiences, and I love saying hi to folks. I've been wearing a Fox 35 hat around. I met Nate at Home Depot, who does a gardening segment the other day, and I've got a lot to learn about home improvement, so he was helping me quite a bit. But I just, you can follow me on Instagram if you want to, but don't judge me. The handle is the same one that I got in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
And Cactus Jack Royer.
There you go.
My high school football coaches called me Cactus Jack, and it stuck. Has nothing to do with the wrestler.
Or
if you
rapper.
even know the or the rapper. Right.
Anybody want to go around the room and figure out how he got cactus? Pain in the ass?
Maybe.
Prickly?
Prickly, I think my wife who's listening right now would agree. She's like, this is the nicest I've ever heard him.
How did you get it?
My high school football coaches just nicknamed me
Just
Cactus
called you
Jack.
Cactus Jack?
That was it. There was no, I think it was just rhymed and easy for them to yell at me when they wanted to do some bear crawls or something.
So, is it weird? Can we have like a quick pop quiz, rat-a-tat, get to know you?
Should we do like a lightning round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like now you're part of the community.
Yeah.
So how do you like your steak?
Medium.
Favorite pizza topping?
Meat lovers all the way.
Really?
Had a mellow mushroom meat lovers the other night.
When your day's gone terrible, you go home, you think, I'm going to throw an album on. What is that album that kind of brings you down?
Okay. Either the Eagles Hotel California, but more likely on a bad day, probably Steely Dan Asia.
Dude!
Yeah.
You know that one?
Yeah,
I mean, every song on that album I have listened to a million times.
AI or no AI?
Oh, I mean, that's tough. I'm going to say no, but it is a useful tool. I hate to say it.
Yeah,
I hate to say that
we're all
enjoy
guilty
it.
of it.
Right. It's kind of like saying, do you drink when your pastor's in the room? Like, not really, but okay. Yeah.
How do you feel about rebel flags? How do you feel about pit bulls and abortion?
Let's go. How much time do we have?
I got you. Don't worry. Nike or Adidas.
Can you kill the next break?
Ross says, I got you. Nike or Adidas. Stripes or checks, bitch.
I'll throw out the
Boxers or
lifeline.
briefs.
But now that we're
now we'll get into the war with Iran.
Yes.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, Moneyball.
Moneyball.
Oh, there you go.
Great.
You like that movie?
Good. That's a good one.
I don't want to like you, but it's happening.
No. I'm going to make you. I either get a hell yeah on Moneyball or a what's that on Moneyball.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Niche. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, or the Bad Boys trilogy?
Star Wars, because it's the only of the three I'm familiar with.
All right,
Never read or watched Lord of the Rings.
Well, I never read Bad Boys either, but
Okay,
Will
well,
Smith is timeless.
I need to.
And the
I'll put
original
that on my
Sean
list.
Penn's also great, too.
I didn't even know Bad Boys was a book.
Yeah.
Aren't you? I'm really relieved. I'm actually like, wow, I'm not as boring as I thought
No,
because
dude,
you're
you're
asking all these right questions.
You're
I appreciate
fine.
it.
Most of the news guys come in here, we've already had them out of here.
And you're like,
they would have already left. Immediately,
You're like
just turn around and
watching
go.
the clock.
Then you walk in and see the bottle of whiskey, though.
Yeah.
This is not for me. I'm out of here.
Which sport and/or professional team?
Okay, football, but college football. I don't know.
I mean, you got to be a Bama fan.
I'm
dude.
a huge Bama fan, of course. But I'm saying,
but pro is weird for you guys because there's no pro
it was
team in
either
Alabama.
like Nashville or Atlanta, and neither of them was really that exciting to me growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
We
mean,
grew
you're
up-
the Saints, I guess.
My dad's from Indiana. We went to a bunch of Indianapolis Colts games when I was a kid, when Peyton was still playing for them. So I'd say the Colts, but I feel like, I go once a year at Christmas to see family. That's about it.
Yeah.
So,
well, buddy, listen, man, this has been a good time. By the way,
I've enjoyed it.
Do you have any new guy stuff over there? Have you run into any new guy stuff at Fox?
I haven't even any like hazing.
Yeah,
I think this is the extent of the hazing so far.
Nice.
I'll let you know though. I got to come back because I have not been in the building except to shoot a few promos and meet some people. So Monday will be the first day. Although I will be on Good Day Orlando tomorrow morning about 7:30.
Oh, very nice.
So I'm going to get razzed by John Brown a little bit.
But next week is when you start.
Next Tuesday at 5 p.m. will be
Very
the
nice. So
first
check
day.
out Jack Royer. He is a new talent here for Fox 35. Of course, everybody knows we love those guys. You're going to love him as well. Always good seeing you, buddy. Thank
Jim,
you for dropping
thank you
by.
for the
We
opportunity.
appreciate it.
Jack, nice to meet you too.
Good luck,
Ross.
Jack Royer. Guys,
Ross,
what do you
nice
say?
to meet you, Ross.
Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Give him a cigar.
I'm going to give him a damn cigar. Get out of here.
I'll
All right.
repay you though. That's the difference
Yeah, I
of me and
don't-
John.
Oh!
All right.
First shot fired. Love it. Let's
Nice.
He's too
Thanks,
tan
guys.
to mess with. So all right, 77031. That's how you text us. Don't forget your 5 o'clock keyword is rich. That's RICH. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Load them up. Trivia's next.
The voices on Real Radio are guaranteed human. Send us an audio message through the TalkBack feature on the free iHeartRadio app and let us know you are too. Because we got to stick together.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
Rookie quarterback Carson Beck will start for the Arizona Cardinals on Thursday night when they meet the Carolina Panthers in the Hall of Fame game, while Detroit's Jahmyr Gibbs awaits his payday. Falcons running back Bijan Robinson signed a record-breaking extension worth $75 million for 3 years. And Ravens Pro Bowl wide receiver Zay Flowers agrees to a 4-year, $140 million extension. I'm Frank Garrity.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
Labor Day is coming, and it certainly is time to upgrade your grill game. You can do that at Tools Ace Hardware. How about this? 14 local stores packed with the best grilling brands out there. Big Green Egg, Napoleon, Rectech, Gosney. And I'll tell you something else as well, guys. They have all the great smoking woods, the pellets, the injectables, the rubs, the marinades. It's all right there. Not to mention, Tools offers free assembly and local delivery, so you can sit back and relax while these guys do all the work. You can load up on propane, pellets, and charcoal. All do that at Tools Ace Hardware today, or find your nearest store at toolsacehardware.com. Get expert advice, assembly, and local service you won't find anywhere else. It's Tools Ace, your local grilling place.
Okay, here's the deal. You gotta get up, shower, get dressed, then get in the car. But there's a sausage McMuffin with egg meal, with crispy hash browns and small McCafe coffee waiting for you at McDonald's for just $5. Did I mention you can now choose hot or iced coffee? I knew you could do it. McDonald's, your morning handled. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. For a limited time only. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Some people are embarrassed to admit they like saving money. Not me. I'm a fan of saving and a fan of McDonald's. And while everything else keeps going up, nothing hits better than ordering the Big Mac meal. Crispy medium fries, ice cold Coca-Cola, $8. It's delicious, it fills me up, and honestly, I'm proud of it. Big Mac meal. $8, only at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. For a limited time only. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Coca-Cola is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active, and it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com or call 1-855-CAMZYOS. Actor portrayal.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. For the first time ever, Monster Jam trucks team up with freestyle motocross bikes to deliver gravity-defying skills and thrills. See one-of-a-kind FMX bikes designed to match your favorite iconic Monster Jam trucks. Cheer on your favorite team. 2 times the freestyle action. Full send family fun. Coming to Kia Center this Saturday and Sunday. Brought to you by BKT Tires, Morgan & Morgan, and your local Ford dealers. Visit monsterjam.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
Stream it live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there.
Starting Monday.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival is connecting all of us.
Shows, meals, drinks, even a roller coaster ride. All-inclusive 2-night stay at Luxor or Excalibur, starting at $330 for 2. Visit MGMResorts.com.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Russ Rollins here. Hey, the best investment this August is your health. That's right. Make August the month you take care of yourself. Listen, heart disease and many cancers can develop silently. You don't even know what's going on. Matter of fact, sometimes the first symptom of heart disease is a heart attack. You don't want to wait for that. Call my friends at Life Imaging. You pick up your cell phone and you dial pound 250. You say the keywords free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. There's a few minimum requirements, but take advantage of this. We've had so many of our listeners that have gone to Life Imaging, found out they had heart disease. They had no idea. They thought they were in great shape, and they had to have it taken care of, and it saved their lives. Also, cancer screening, super important to do. You can do it at Life Imaging. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keywords free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. Don't wait. Call now and take care of this. You'll be glad that you did. It's Life Imaging. Make sure you tell them that Russ and the Monster sent you.
Discover/Distillery, a unique distillery and blending house focusing on creating one-of-a-kind spirits in the heart of Winter Park. Step into their modern tasting room for expertly crafted cocktails and a truly elevated experience. /Distillery. Visit drink/.com.
Hey, Orlando. Why settle for one dealership when you can shop 3? Greenway Kia's 3 Central Florida locations give you access to 3 times the inventory. Shop over 1,200 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle to help maximize its value. And this week only, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at theNickLeeGroup.com.
If you don't know what web goals are, consider yourself lucky. Feel like helping out? Go to JimColbertLive.com and look at stuff.
Good afternoon, Jim Colbert Show, Prince of the Island. Oh my God. Trooper Steve have not even left the building, and Jimmy's already have a new boyfriend. What the heck? You went from one channel to another. Dang, Jimmy. From channel 6 to 35, that's a lot of looking. But you sound nice on the radio. Oh boy, I can hear you, Google Gaga.
You sound like a crazy cartoon crab. You sound like a guy who comes out of a shell to say stuff and then goes back into the shell. That's what you sound like.
It's solely because of the Little Mermaid that you're saying that.
1,000%. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Rich is your 5 o'clock keyword. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your. You look like a guy who pokes up on the other side of a reef just to give great life advice, and then you just dip back down and a couple bubbles come up. He was great, by the way. I think he's going to be just fine in Orlando.
Jack Royer,
he was
new
really
evening news anchor on Fox 35. That was great.
Gave a couple cigars. You'd think I gave him a new baby.
Yeah.
Like my man said, I'm going to pay you back. I'm like, buddy, listen, you don't have to pay me back. You're fine. Just come in and hang out with us occasionally. You'll be just fine. He was great. And thanks, Jack. We appreciate that.
You know, whenever the microphones go live, you know, we want to do our best job. But I'm going to throw this out here. Just talk to him walking out off mic.
Yeah.
That's a homie.
Yeah. Oh, he's a straight homie.
That's a dude. That's a homie.
You heard how he was talking when I was opening these boxes of cigars and handing him cigars, right? Dude's a bro. He's down. I like it. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Jack.
Yep.
Ross is here as well.
Oh, yeah.
And Jack has a Jackie sack. What's in there?
All aboard. Chugga chugga. Choo choo.
Lickety clack, lickety clack.
Here we go. The prizes up for grabs today. Our winner will get to pick. It might be a pair of tickets to Orlando City SC taking on Chicago Fire at Inter.co Stadium.
Oh, man.
They changed the name. A lot of money to change the ampersand to a period. That happens on August 19th, that match, and you can be there. Or maybe you'll choose this, something happening this Saturday, 4 tickets to Monster Jam.
Monster Jam.
At the Kia Center. It's this Saturday we have tickets for because there's 2 shows this Saturday, 1 on Sunday. Mm-hmm. You get the energy, the action, the next level thrills. Will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's only at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. It's presented by Spin Master. You can see it at the Kia Center this weekend, and you can get tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Those are the prizes in today's Jackie Sack.
Very nice. Very, very, very nice. All right, Ross, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
I'm going 2.
2 sounds good. That is James. James, how you doing?
It's Tuesday.
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing good, boss. Want to play a little game with us?
I sure do.
Let's do it.
Want to play a game?
All right, James, this is a real easy game, but I got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true, James. And if you can find it, I will send you over to see Jack, and he's got some cool stuff. You can find something nice for yourself. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go, buddy. On this day in 1955, Oscar-winning actor, writer, and director. He's also a singer-songwriter. Considered quite eccentric. Has an incredible filmography and massive television success as well. Was married to a Hollywood goddess.
Kind of stumped on this one.
He just shot up Jack Daniels.
Tommy
Lee Jones.
He danced at a Monsters Ball.
No. Billy Bob Thornton.
He's a bad Santa. That's right. Billy Bob Thornton was born on this day. Here are 3 fun facts about Billy Bob Thornton and 1 sling blade of a lie. All right, buddy, here we go. Buddy, what's going on?
James, what's going on over there, man?
James?
I just pulled up to football practice.
All right.
All right.
All right, no worries. All right, buddy, we're talking about Billy Bob Thornton. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, he's been married 6 times. Number 2, he exclusively wears size 6 women's jeans because they fit his skinny legs better. Number 3, his daughter, Amanda Brumfield, was convicted to 20 years in prison for manslaughter. Or lastly, he was told early in his career that he was too short and too Southern to be a leading man. Which one of those is a lie?
Man, let's go with the third one about his daughter.
No, that's absolutely true. His daughter, Amanda Brumfield, was convicted of manslaughter and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Ross, 1, 3, 4, or 5?
I'm going to go 3.
3 sounds good. That is Patrick. Patrick, how you doing?
SpongeBob.
Hey, hi, guys.
Hey, even better. Hey, Patrick. Hey, buddy, we're talking about Billy Bob Thornton. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, he's been married 6 times. Number 2, he exclusively wears size 6 women's jeans because they fit his skinny legs better. Or lastly, he was told early in his career that he was too short and too Southern to be in movies.
Let's go number 2.
No, that's absolutely true. He does exclusively wear size 6 women's jeans.
Wow.
Because men's jeans are too baggy for his skinny little chicken legs.
Do you think he found that out accidentally?
Yeah.
Like he put on, these aren't mine, but I like them.
He probably put on Jolie's.
Yeah.
All right, Ross, 1, 4, or 5?
I'm going to go 5.
5 sounds good. Let's go to Andy. Andy, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
All right, buddy. We're talking about Billy Bob Thornton. You got a 50-50 shot here. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, he's been married 6 times. Or lastly, he was told early in his career that he was too short and too Southern to be in movies.
The second one.
That's the one, buddy. You're a winner. Bang, bang, bang. Hey, buddy, can you tell me what a very famous film producer did tell him about him being in movies? He was too what?
Probably too Southern.
Too ugly.
Yep.
He was too ugly. That dude looked him in the face and says, "Dog, you are too ugly to be in movies. Find something else." And he actually told him to start writing, and here's where that kind of turned. When he was told by this producer, "Look, man, you're too ugly to be in movies. You're too ugly to be a leading man. What you need to do is go write. Can you write?" He goes, "Yeah." So he went and wrote Sling Blade. And then won an Oscar.
But made the character ugly, and he portrayed him.
A couple other things you may not know about Billy Bob Thornton. We'll get to the top of the hour. Here we get some raw thoughts coming up. We also have It's Only Money coming up with our buddy Scott Brown. In high school, he was a standout in what sport?
Track and field.
Lacrosse.
Baseball is the answer. He was a pitcher and a pretty darn good first baseman as well. Actually I think he tried out for the Royals.
Really?
Yeah, at one point. His nickname in Hollywood is the Hillbilly of this person. In other words, a person that was very instrumental in helping movies get to a next level, and they call him the hillbilly version of this.
Hillbilly Brando.
No, Hillbilly Newman.
Hillbilly
Orson Welles.
Oh, yeah.
The Hillbilly
Wells.
Orson Welles.
Yeah.
That's what Robert Duvall called him. And then lastly here, he has AB negative blood.
Oh.
Do you know why that's important?
It's rare.
It's very, very rare. You're the blood guy, Jack.
Yeah.
What percentage of Americans are AB negative?
1%.
0.6.
Yeah.
0.5% of Americans are AB negative blood. There you go, Billy Bob Thornton.
Isn't he the lead of like a hit show right now? Like where he like
Landman?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
Landman.
Landman is and it's crazy because Billy Bob. I think the thing that Billy Bob does, he has a very Clint Eastwood-esque kind of thing about him.
Yeah,
like he doesn't say a whole bunch, and he's like 5'8" and weighs like 135 pounds.
Yeah,
but somehow, some way, comes off as a horrifying human being.
Yeah, like a badass.
Yeah. This guy can portray somebody you think can do the worst things ever. And I still think Bad Santa is one of the best dark comedies of all time.
Being ugly has its privileges.
Yeah, it sure does. All right, thoughts?
Oh, my goodness. So I know that there's a lot of negative talk about AI right now, but I have a question that I am curious if you guys are also with me. It might be a generational thing. I don't want to play that card, but it could be. My question for you and the entire audience right now, what do you do differently because of something you saw on the internet? Like, do you cook
That's
eggs?
a great question.
Do you cook eggs differently because of one thing that you saw that spun out and got 120,000 likes? And when it's not just that as a topic for today's Ross Thoughts when it comes to technology. Jim, did you know that there's a robot slur?
No, there's not. Is there really?
After the break.
Very nice. Let's take a little break. We'll come back. Fresh keyword for you right now.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
3 right lanes are blocked on 408 eastbound at Chickasaw Trail. There's a crash on 408 eastbound at Florida's Turnpike, blocking the right lane. I-4 westbound before 429. The right lane's blocked there. Getting through Celebration, it's going to be stop and go. Scattered showers around the area is really slowing down your ride a lot more than usual this afternoon. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Oof, shocking time to lose a whole strut.
Ugh, comedy is not your thing. But I do know that Rock Auto has what I need to fix it.
With parts shipped right to your door. No kidding.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Tired of spending a fortune on gas just to get to work? What if the next home you buy could save you money every single week by cutting down your commute? At wearebeyondthebank.com, we share smart home buying tips like finding a home closer to work, competing with cash buyers, and becoming a stronger buyer in today's market. And here's the best part. Become a social media follower at We Are Beyond the Bank for your chance to win a $100 gas card. Follow us today and learn how to buy smarter at wearebeyondthebank.com. That's wearebeyondthebank.com. NMLS ID number 421593.
Running a business is hard enough. Don't make it harder with dozens of apps that don't talk to each other. One for sales, another for inventory, a separate one for accounting. That's software overload. Odoo is the all-in-one platform that replaces them all. CRM, accounting, inventory, e-commerce, HR, fully integrated and easy to use, and built to grow with your business. Thousands have already made the switch. Why not you? Try Odoo for free at odoo.com. That's odoo.com.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. I can get you pre-approved in as little as 1 day, even if you're a first-time homebuyer. Get answers today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Dan Dennis here. Look, I don't need an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every single day, and it's awful. So do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. One of our clients, Chris, said, Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allowed us to sell our 16-year-old home without having to spend thousands on repairs. And the whole process was fast. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we placed the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit headquarterhyundai.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're endangered.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
What to do, Colbert crew? You know who. You've ever teabag in the villas of Duval. And my sore throat kind of makes me sound like Louis Armstrong now. Today we raise a beer finally to the U.S. Coast Guard. It's National U.S. Coast Guard Day. Founded today in 1790, 236 years ago. Thank y'all for your service. Have a good show, y'all. Peace.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it very much. Your 6 o'clock keyword is credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Make it over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Credit, guys. That is your 6 o'clock keyword. Good luck. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Jack.
Hi there.
Ross is here as well.
It's true.
And he has some thoughts. Let's get them.
It's weird.
Bird.
It's funny.
It's not just Gucci Mane.
Sometimes.
It's also...
It's Ross. Spelled like sauce.
The end result.
It's Ross Thoughts.
Of Mills Air. If you call Mills Air, you're going to be having yourself a Gucci Man burr by the end of the day. If you have an AC unit that needs help repair, if you have any questions when it comes to air conditioning, Mills Air. That's what I did. I have a bulletproof carrier unit in my backyard. Not a single hiccup. It's been years. I do not regret calling them, and you won't either. Now,
love them. You will as well.
Jim.
Yes.
This is where I'm going with. You know, like, everyone's ripping on AI, and you know what? Rightfully so. Because the toothpaste is out. It feels very Pandora's boxy.
And we're in the infancy of it.
Just the beginning. It's not even hit puberty. It doesn't even have hairs down there. And here it is being... I didn't know if that's appropriate or not, but whatever. But, like, we're still on the genesis of it, and it's got me thinking, like, well, you know, I fell in love with the internet, and how different is the internet versus AI? You always hear internet, you always hear AI, and now the two streams are always crossing. Mm-hmm. But it got me thinking, like, I remember back in 2012 when things seemed a little bit more wholesome before we got to this toxic AI nonsense. I remember my friends using the internet and bettering themselves off of things that they have seen.
Sure, yeah.
And I asked the listeners and you guys the same question. What do you do differently off of something that you saw on the internet? Example, I will never clean my bedroom fan the same exact way.
Oh, really?
Oh, what'd you learn? Because I have some dusty fans.
If you have some dusty fans, now
to me.
You got to unplug it. I'm not talking ceiling.
Oh, never mind.
All right, dude. But if you can unplug the fan, you got one of those cool vertical fans that look like a sci-fi tower.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got one of those.
You got one of those?
Yeah, I never clean that.
Unplug it, pull it outside, grab your leaf blower, rip it.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And then you just see this Thanos snap dust just leave the back of that fan.
Oh, yeah.
And it's one of the most effective, most efficient things that I think the internet has taught me.
Yeah, nice.
Now, do I think that's worth the trade of all of my data? Probably not.
You could probably figure the fan thing out.
Yeah, or the end of times.
Or what about the cool bread egg flip? I've heard about when you cut a hole in the bread and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But what happens when you put the egg right there and then you put the bread on top and then you flip it, making the entire sandwich?
That's right.
You see what I'm talking about?
Pretty dope.
Yeah.
That one's good. Or how about, this is kind of just more cooking stuff, but if you take out the egg yolk and then cook the egg white a little bit before and then you put the egg yolk on top of the egg white and then you have this like cartoonish Dr. Seuss looking egg and it tastes great.
Wow, really?
Well, look at that.
Did not know that one.
Do you guys have anything that you've seen on the internet that has changed the trajectory of your like daily actions?
Well, most of the things I repair, it's always a visit to YouTube University.
Yeah.
So I've done so much more around my house because of the availability of the internet and to see other videos of people doing it. But there is one thing I picked up, and I remember Deb saw it on TikTok, Deborah, and she mentioned it on the air. And then I'm like, I tried that. And it's putting your can liner in your garbage can backwards. So I used to, like a kitchen garbage can, let's call it a 33-gallon.
Yeah, your stereotypical trash can.
You take it, you kind of peel it apart, you shake it out, you get air in it, then you drop it in and you put the top over it. But what I learned was from that is you don't actually do that. You just take the opening, you put it over the top, and then you push down through the bag, and it lines the can.
Yeah, and it actually makes it inside out because aren't they made inside out to do it that way?
For that reason.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
never knew that, but learned that from the internet.
Yeah.
Another big thing that I learned from the internet that was talking about your toothpaste when you brush your teeth. And a lot of people go ahead and rinse out their mouth immediately after. I did that all the time. Not supposed to do that.
You are not supposed to do that.
Yeah, I still don't.
The whole reason why there's like fluoride and that whitening, that cleaning solution, that is what the toothpaste is. You're supposed to leave that mixture of your saliva and toothpaste in your mouth as it keeps, putting in that overtime. But Jim, I'm curious, dude, what your algorithm has taught you.
Well, it used to be a back to front wiper.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you got to stop sharing some of those videos.
Then I saw this one thing. No, I was just joking. Look, I got to tell you, to be honest with you, probably about 5 years ago, I was struggling so bad with my golf game that I literally went to YouTube University to try to figure it out. And the reason I started playing way better and started, got my handicap really low is because of YouTube. I'll tell you something else too. When I used to make meatloaf or meatballs, I never used to soak my breadcrumbs in milk. Before I found out online, it makes it way better. And now I made Salisbury steaks last night for dinner, and we soaked those breadcrumbs in milk to make it way, way better. That way, it doesn't soak up all the juice from your hamburger meat. It keeps it in there and keeps them nice and juicy. And the milk releases in there and gives it this beautiful silky texture. So I didn't do that beforehand.
Real quick, when did you make that? You said last night for dinner. You only get home 7:30.
Yeah,
do you make it in the daytime?
No, I made it last night when I got home.
Really?
Yeah.
So what? You guys are eating dinner at 8 o'clock, 8:30?
It was 8:15, 8:30 last night for that. It comes together pretty quick because everything is kind of done in the oven, so it wasn't that bad.
And he has a thing for food. Nothing stops him.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I've learned a lot of stuff like that online. I mean, a lot of the house repair stuff that I couldn't figure out on my own, I would go to YouTube University and learn it there.
And that's a great balance to have when it comes to technology. But I think we have crossed the line when it comes to technology. Jim, we talked about it on this week's tomorrow's episode of Good Sauce. There is a derogatory term right now for robots and AI. I much rather just use the internet to be like, oh, I cook my eggs differently. And now AI has a slur.
So in other words, whatever you learn from AI is this?
No.
Isn't it AI slop?
No,
that's not the slur.
No, there's a slur. I believe it derives from Star Wars. I don't even know if we can say it.
Oh, gee. Well, what?
Oh, hold on now.
Yeah.
The very first Star Wars?
Fingers on the dump button.
Yeah, I don't. Well, here's the thing. It might dump itself.
Ooh.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm at a loss.
Are you right? Can I say it?
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Clanker.
Oh, that's a clanker?
Clanker is the new derogatory term that I believe will stick with humanity when the revolution happens.
Oh, hold on. Is clanker a new term?
For robots and artificial intelligence.
Okay, so
that's the new it's the R word.
Let me help you with this real quick because Jack, am I on the right thing here? Yeah. Back in the day, that was a clunker.
Yeah.
See, because if you got a piece of machinery that did not work back in the day, you just called it a clunker. Hey, that's a clunker.
Yeah,
right. Did not work.
And what you're saying? So clanker is with it says C, like it spells it with a C.
Yeah.
But you can spell it with a K. But it is a slang term for robots.
Look at that.
I did not know that. I'll be damned.
It's a derogatory term for robots and artificial intelligence. This is kind of newish. AKA, I heard it from a 16-year-old, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, my God, I be damned.
Wow.
They've evolved.
Wow.
To the point of they are getting their feelings hurt, Jim.
They got feelings now.
Well, if it's a derogatory term, I would think it is.
Yeah.
So I just wish, I know I'm getting older because I just wish technology would go back to the way when I liked it.
What? When you liked it was like 8 years ago.
I know.
Yeah.
But now we can't even say clanker.
Yeah, clanker's fine. Like if you have look, I think that fits perfectly.
It's fine in 2026, but in 2048, when all of a sudden you got a diesel knocking on your front door, I'm just saying. But those are your Ross thoughts. We should be able to. You're right, Jim. I needed the wind underneath my wings. I will say clanker with my chest out.
You do it
because we are humans, and we get to say that. Also, air blow your fans. It's awesome. Those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. Peace.
All right.
Thank you, Mills.
Thanks, Mills. Appreciate that. 407-916-1041. Don't forget your 6 o'clock keyword is credit. That's CREDIT. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Take a little break. We'll come back and do It's Only Money with our buddy Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
The NASA astronaut had a problem. He couldn't talk. He was up in the International Space Station and his talk box stopped working.
Did they say what could cause that? Like if there's anything...
No. A stroke?
Nothing I could put in her dinner, nothing...
You monster.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
3 right lanes are blocked on 408 eastbound at Chickasaw Trail. There's a crash on 408 eastbound at Florida's Turnpike, blocking the right lane. I-4 westbound before 429. The right lane's blocked there. Getting through Celebration, it's going to be stop and go. Scattered showers around the area is really slowing down your ride a lot more than usual this afternoon. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, sometimes some brokers, that's the finish line. They shake your hand, commission done, and then you may not hear from them again until renewal time. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and risks. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. Your company has more than 25 employees. Whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you. Licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you you and your team. At Supersure.com, you can access tools like the Fine Print Facts tool, which translates your current policy into English so you know what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know exactly what needs to be protected. It's Supersure.com. That's Supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all policies in one place. Go to Supersure.com. That's Supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
Can you believe kids are already going back to school? And while it's hard to admit, that means another allergy season is just around the corner. Set your appointment today at Aspire Allergy and Sinus and find a solution for the whole family. Studies show that kids with allergies have a hard time concentrating in school and have more absences than those without allergies. So what are you waiting for? Go to AspireAllergy.com and book your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Hey, it's Russ Rollins from the Monsters in the Morning. A lot of people don't think about uninsured motorist coverage until it's too late, but Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt taught me that UM coverage protects you. Now, I'm not an attorney, but if Mo DeWitt says it's important, I know it is because he's speaking from experience. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
August in Central Florida means hurricane season is peaking. For over 40 years, Tools Ace Hardware has helped our community prepare. Your local Tools Ace Hardware is fully stocked with generators, gas cans, tarps, batteries, and storm cleanup supplies, plus authorized steel service centers for chainsaws and repairs. You can also get Yeti coolers and grills with free assembly and local delivery to help you in case you lose power. With 14 locations across Central Florida, getting storm ready is fast and easy. Visit ToolsAceHardware.com to find a location near you. Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When bills can't wait, every minute matters. That's why there's Amscot. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes.
Amscot.
Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
Russ Rollins here. When friends ask me who I trust for my home remodeling projects, I give them the same answer all the time. Mike the Home Builder, HBNUSA.com. Mike's a fourth-generation contractor with more than 36 years of experience. I trust HBN USA because Mike's honest, explains everything clearly, and gives straightforward pricing with no surprises. That's why HBNUSA.com is the only company I recommend for bathroom remodeling, roofing, gutters, and windows and door replacement. If your bathroom's outdated or showing signs of wear, Mike and his team can transform it into a beautiful low-maintenance bath or shower using quality products from trusted brands like Moen. For a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. And check this out. You call my buddy Mike the Home Builder now, and he'll give you an additional $500 off your bath project. Call 407-754-1814. That's 407-754-1814. Or visit HBNUSA.com. License number CBC 1255975 and CCC 1329039.
Discover /Distillery, a unique distillery and blending house focusing on creating one-of-a-kind spirits in the heart of Winter Park. Step into their modern tasting room for expertly crafted cocktails and a truly elevated experience. /Distillery. Visit drink/.com.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry, wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
A lot of apps like to say they're free until they ask for your credit card. iHeartRadio is different. No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not from you. It's the same radio you've never paid for. Live radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations, all in one app. So if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go.
iHeartRadio.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Are you offended yet? Obviously, we're only kidding. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say It's a Clanker was from A Christmas Story when the old man was fighting with this furnace. I believe he said, "It's a clanker." Y'all can look it up, but I believe that's one of the first times I ever heard that.
Right
That
on.
was a long time ago.
Your 6 o'clock keyword is credit, CREDIT. Just move your body over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Guys, and remember, if you're playing this game at any given time, keep your phone on, keep it turned on, keep it turned up, and keep it near you. You can't imagine the horror stories we've heard over many years of doing these contests of people just going to the bathroom and getting the call while they're gone that quickly. Just go to get something to drink and the call comes. They will not call you back. So make sure you keep that thing near and answer it when it rings. That's how you win. I'm Jim. There's Jack.
Yo.
Ross is here as well.
Save money.
Let's do It's Only Money.
Helping people passionate about planning for their future rise above investment myths to build real wealth. Isn't that really just common sense financial advice? It's both. Oh, okay. It's Only Money with Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth.
Good luck for Scott Brown.
Yeah.
FamilyWealth.com. This place is full of bros today. It's like a giant sausage party. How you doing?
What did you do with Deborah?
Yeah. She's gone, buddy. She's out of here.
I don't blame her.
She's on vacation. Don't panic, people.
Yeah, she'll be fine. Yeah. Everything's good. She needs vacation time. She won't take it on her own. And she even felt bad about taking today off.
You had to kick her out?
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. She has a hard time taking time off. I have to literally throw her out of the building. And get out
I
of
have
here.
no such issues.
Yeah. I mean, I do not have that issue as well.
I'd leave now if you'd let me.
Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Life changed very much for you lately?
It did. I may have had a grandchild. It was my very first. It was really, the labor was no problem for me, I got to tell you. A lot of people asked how it went. I said, I'm fine.
You didn't feel anything.
I watched TV most of it. No, everybody's good. My daughter-in-law did great. My son's doing great.
I'm sure your wife just is agog.
She's out of her mind. She wants to hold that child 24/7 or stare at it. It's as a my first time being a grandparent, and I got to tell you, I'm up for the task.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
I love being a grandparent. My grandson is the greatest. Every single day of my life, I get to nuzzle his little neck. He's just an absolute nugget. I love him. I cannot wait. I told him last night, I'm looking at him, I'm dude, I cannot wait till you're like 18 months. Dog, we're gonna watch so many cartoons. We're gonna rip so many wedges in the front yard. I'm gonna have a set for him already set up. You have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I have a granddaughter, and I'm already like, where's the pony store? Because I'm gonna buy 3 of those suckers in every color.
Yeah, keep them out of the house. We got a pasture out front. We'll do them all.
I mean, my son has a 50 by 60 backyard, but I'm sure 2 ponies will fit back there nicely.
Very nice. Real quick before we get into the segment, we did have a change with this live event coming up in a couple of weeks. Explain to everybody what's going on.
Yeah, so we kind of messed up and had a little bit of a conflict, so we've changed the date to a little bit later. Also, that's great because more people can come. But we're looking at Ruth's Chris and Lake Mary for the Everything 401k event that we did here in Winter Park that was so well attended and I think people really enjoyed. So that, again, is in Lake Mary at Ruth's Chris on 9/26, September 26th at 12 o'clock. You can go to Edgewater Family Wealth in the drop-down and sign up for that.
Very nice. And it's free of charge?
It is free of charge. They'll be serving steaks and chickens and such, and it'll be good eats. But that event is really good because the one thing that most people have is access to a 401k, and even if they don't have a 401k, they may have an IRA or something that looks similar to it. And so many people, we do a lot of 401ks here in town, and I'm often surprised at how little information people get about their own 401k.
Right, 100%.
Like, well, how does the match work? And how long do I got to be there? And is it 90 days? Is it a year? What does that mean?
Tax implications.
When do I get it out? Is it 59 and a half? Oh, by the way, at 55 in a 401k, you can extract funds without tax penalties. So a lot of people don't know things like that.
Yeah.
Should I do the mega backdoor Roth IRA? Should I do a Roth IRA at all? Can I do a Roth IRA in my 401k? There's literally dozens and dozens of questions that the average person, they sign up for their 401k when they get the job. They're like, give me 3% or 2% or whatever it is, and then they never look at it again. Other than when the market's doing poorly, and then they get upset and get out, which is also something we talk about, and we're going to talk about a little bit today.
Yeah, Greg actually had a really good segment last week. It's super informative. Doesn't shock me because he's unbelievably informed.
He is.
He's also a very good communicator as well. And we, at the very end, when he mentioned what the focus of the event coming up in September was about, I was like, well, that's great news, because I know so many people that have so many great questions, including myself. Jack said he went to one last year and said it was one of the best things he ever did.
Absolutely. And you're right. He does explain it to you so he can take something complicated and make it a lot easier to understand. So that's what I really appreciated.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, let's get into it, man. It's so funny because the first question you sent over here is, can you afford to be a real investor? And what does that mean? Does that mean, is this a veiled shot at all the dudes that think that they're going to hop online and day trade their way into a Ferrari?
No.
What is this about?
Maybe a little bit, but it covers a lot of ground. I was thinking about, people who get in and out of the market because they panic. And you think, well, why are you panicking? Did you literally put your last dollar in? Because, and I've said this 1,000 times, if you have to be a saver first, right? And if you say, well, I'm going to put, I've saved up $1,000 and I'm going to put it all in the market, whether that be the S&P 500 or the Dow or a stock or whatever it is, heaven forbid something more aggressive like crypto or memes. And then the market goes south for a minute, because it's always just for a minute, and you feel the need to get out. That's because you can't afford to be an investor. If you have to get out because your 500 or your 1,000 is $800, right?
Right.
If you say, well, I've got 10 grand and I'm going to invest 2, and then the market goes south for a minute, 20%, 30%, whatever the major drop may be, you don't have to get out. You can afford to wait for the S&P 500 or the Dow or the stock or whatever it is to come back. So I often think a lot of the problems we have today with the people that are buying crypto and buying online and the Robinhood type stuff, where they literally are putting all their money in something and watching it for an hour by hour, hoping that the 1,000 turns into 1,200 so they can do I don't know what, right? But then when it goes to 800, they panic and get out. They couldn't afford. They couldn't afford to be a long-term investor. If you think about like Elon Musk, right? You say, well, if Elon Musk loses, I don't know the hourly amount, but I think it's like $500,000 an hour. That's what SpaceX loses, at least in their last reporting in 25, because they're still investing in their business, right? Mm-hmm. But if Elon Musk couldn't afford to lose $540,000 an hour, think of the panic that would ensue at SpaceX. So he can afford, because he's nearly a trillionaire, he can afford to lose that money until the time comes when he makes money.
Right, yeah, because even right now, I think that stock is down, from
the IPO, it's down about
15-20%,
about $20.
Yeah,
not quite.
Don't you worry about my portfolio. I'll be fine. I'm part owner in this company.
And by the way, this just happened. Late last week and early this week, the market in 2 days in a row took a 400-point hit and an 1,100-point hit.
Sure.
And then guess what happened the next 3 days?
Right.
It was up 578 yesterday. It was up 278. Today it was up 900 points. Well, so it happens all the time. It isn't it a mentality? You really do have to understand that this is a long-term investment. You can't watch it hour to hour, day to day, to week even.
Well, you can, but it's foolishness. Sometimes a client will call me up every month when they get their stuff. I'm like, what are you doing, man? You're driving yourself insane. If without the risk, without the ups and downs, there is no reward. People have to understand that. If you go to the bank and you buy a CD, not that I'm against that, but if you buy a CD, you're going to get your 2 or 3%. There is no risk, and that is your reward, 2 or 3% annually. If you want 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10% a year, which the markets have brought us historically, you have to put up with the down years. If you don't put up with the down years, you don't get the good years. I was just looking at Berkshire's numbers since 1984. They have had 11 negative years, We're talking about a stock that's earned like 16 or 17% a year. But just think if Warren Buffett freaked out in 1990 when it was down 20, that's it. This doesn't work anymore. I'm getting out. Like, no, he can afford to lose 23% one year so that on average he makes 17%. Coming back to 401ks, that's the biggest issue I have to fight against is the mentality that people have that these are not long-term investments.
Right.
If you're putting $100 a month into a 401k or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is, and we go through a year like 2008, there's a statistic out there, I don't know what it is, but 20 or 30% of the population that had a 401k stopped contributing in 2008, thus squashing their ability to take advantage of the greatest bull market in history over the last 15 years. So even if you're a 401k person, sometimes I'll go in and I'll do a 401k meeting like the one we're about to do in September, and I'll get everybody all excited, and they're like, I'm totally in, and then they save every dime they have in the 401k. I'm saying, whoa. I know you can afford to save $500, but why don't you do 3 or why don't you do 4? Because what I don't want to happen is if something goes wrong in your life,
cash poor.
You're going to be it's no different than being house poor, right?
Yeah, sure.
Because a 401k is not a liquid investment.
Right. 100%. Matter of fact, somebody said they went to the 401k event last year in Winter Park, said it was awesome. Bratcher was there, answered so many questions, really came through, as well as the entire team. So just some verification that when we do these things, they turn out quite well for the people who do go there. And if you do want to get your appointment, is just go to edgewaterfamilywealth.com. Doesn't cost a nickel, but you got to reserve your seat.
Yeah, these events are fun because the other thing that happens is the events, if you got 30, 40, 50 people in a room, everybody's a little reluctant to, any questions, and everybody's kind of sitting on their hands thinking they don't want to say something silly.
I don't want to be the guy who says something dumb and
Right.
then everyone's going to laugh. Oh, look at the idiot.
Yeah. And I mean, in your case, Jack, it's, probably
I know.
wise to.
I've only said that like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, but the reality is that everybody else has the same question. If your question was, well, how much do I need to save, or is it tax deferred, or is it tax deductible? What's the difference between a Roth and everybody's got these questions.
Sure.
And the funny thing is, as soon as somebody breaks the seal, then we're into an hour-long question and answer period, which for me is my favorite part.
Hey, can I ask you? I do want to get to this other thing because I want to know what the gold fallacy is.
Yeah.
But do people in certain careers have harder times? Do you find that like blue collar people who out there grinding it out every day and they're doing this have a more conservative way they look at these things, or do you see a difference in careers when it comes to investing?
I would say my experience tells me that actually blue collar folks that are just grinding it out every day, they're actually better at it.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds weird, but when you deal with quote unquote white collar lawyers or engineers, especially engineers, when you deal with people like that, they are convinced of their own genius, and that their genius, doctors are notorious for this, is that they believe their genius translates to other things. And oftentimes you have a hard time convincing a white-collar professional, again, attorney, engineer, whatever, you have a hard time convincing them what they're saying is nonsense.
Right. And
they struggle with that.
And that you may know a little bit more about them.
It's possible. Yeah, and they do. I even have buddies who are engineers who are always all the time arguing with me about my own business. I'm like, I'm not telling you how to design a bridge. Leave me alone. But yeah, so I think that I find that the blue collar folks, however we define that, I used to do seminars for the Bell South AT&T folks who were out working on our lines and doing things like that, climbing poles and such. And, they were out doing hard work. They didn't have a lot of time to fiddle with, but they were also more determined and less, I think, frightened by day-to-day gyrations in the market.
Well, let's talk about the gold fallacy. I have no idea what that is, but I know that gold is at an all-time high right now. And what was it, 3 or 4 months ago, up to like almost $5,000 an ounce? Yeah.
So a lot of people, we call them the gold bugs. I've never really...
And you see a lot of spots for this stuff. You hear a lot of pitches for gold. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I mean...
No. I mean, and what you see is when things get wonky in the economy or there's turmoil like the war we have in Iran... you'll see the gold people come out on TV trying to sell you gold because, of course, gold will be the only currency, yada, 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 which is the same story they tell every single time. And the reality is, if you look at gold as an investment for the last 50 years, if you put $1,000 into gold 50 years ago, you'd have about $10,000, which isn't a bad deal. But if you put that same money in the S&P 500, you'd have it $85,000. And if you gave that same money to Warren Buffett, you'd have about $135,000.
Right, yeah.
So the fallacy to me is that gold has some use beyond shininess. And the reality is we're off the gold standard. That no longer matters. So I just find it silly to think that this commodity, this rock, this shiny rock that we all seem to like so much, is going to be a difference. I always tease my friends who have some hard gold under the house or wherever they're keeping it. I'm like, so in the apocalypse, you're going to go to Publix and you're going to take your pocket knife out and carve off like, how's that going to work?
Like back in the day where you throw, back in the day in the old West when you went to the bar to get a room and get a shave and some whiskey and food, they get the scale out, and they required that, but you had to go into your little sack of bullion and sprinkle it out there.
You're under you've been watching way too many Clint Eastwood movies if you think that's going to happen. But yeah, and really, as I've said a million times, and it's the same joke I've been telling for 40 years, is in the apocalypse, and the world only ends once, by the way. In the apocalypse, gunpowder and corn seed are going to be the currency you need to involve yourself in, because gold is going to be useless.
It's funny, I saw a thing today, and it was comparing and contrasting 3 ways to invest, or $3,000 investments over a period of time. One was investing in the market, one was buying gold, and one was investing in Donald Trump's meme coin. The gold was up $227 over the year. The investment was up like $330.
Yeah.
And the meme coin, if you put in $1,000 into the meme coin when it was offered at the beginning, was it last year or this year?
Last year.
It was last year. How much do you think it's worth right now?
On $1,000?
Yeah, $1,000.
$50.
I was going to say 14.
Yeah, I think it's either 42 or 92. It's something like that. It lost almost all of its value.
But think of the taxes he saved you.
Yeah.
You didn't have any gains. Like, he promised to cut taxes. There you go. You're welcome.
Well, he made like $1.3 billion off that deal.
Yeah. That's not important.
But is gold a flippable asset like that? I mean, because I know people that buy and sell gold pretty quickly. They don't like sit on it.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that? It just that almost seems more like a side hustle than it does. Like it's not an investment, though.
I mean, you have to get it timed. I mean, listen, I think it's pure silliness. Trying to flip gold coins or gold. I mean, I guess you could trade the ETF. There's an ETF that tracks gold. GLD is the symbol. I'm not asking you to buy that, by the way. In fact, I would argue.
I love that you have to make these
I do
disclaimers.
have to say that because somebody will buy it. That Scott Brown told me GLD. No, don't do that.
You got to say it faster. I already bought it.
Oh, sorry, Ross.
And it's gone.
Turn his app off. But yeah, that's just pure silliness. It's long-term wealth accumulation. And again, I say go find somebody. I just say this with meme stocks and with crypto. Go, if you can bring me someone who has traded gold, has day traded or bought crypto, and is now independently wealthy because of it. Now, the crypto, there's a few of those lucky souls that bought 10 years ago that are still wealthy. But it's really hard to find anybody that's accumulated real wealth that way, whereas in a 401k, there are literally millions of people.
Scott Brown is EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. That's right there on Edgewater Drive, has been there for 38 plus years. He is a fiduciary here in town, and his sole purpose is to make sure that your money lasts you as long as you last, and to make sure that you're saving it properly and that it's earning the money you deserve it to earn. They do this all the time. You can get a free consultation just by calling these guys up, ask a couple questions. If they think you need to book a consultation, you can slide right in, talk to these guys, but they'll also answer questions right on the phone.
Yeah, we do a lot of consults. We usually get 2 or 3 a week. Sometimes they last 5 minutes. Sometimes they last 2.5 hours. It just depends on what somebody needs. So you go to EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com and you can schedule a consult. You can also sign up for the event on September 26th.
Yeah, by the way, while you're there, super cool is take that financial
Wealth DNA.
Yeah, the Wealth DNA test, man. It is so cool. Take it with your spouse. They'll send you the results, kind of give you an idea of the overview of what kind of person you are when it comes to your money, and it's pretty darn accurate and fun.
And free.
And free. Yeah, you also have a couple books there as well that are also free.
Yeah, you got I Never Made Anybody Rich by one Scott Brown, and then you have I Got a Guy, which is a guide to using a financial advisor. But yeah, Wealth DNA is a lot of fun, and it'll tell you a lot of things about yourself you probably didn't know.
Absolutely. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Let's take a little break. We'll come back, do a few more minutes with Scott, and get the hell out of here on a Tuesday.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Scatter showers and thunderstorms, the name of the game for the remainder of our Tuesday. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Won't be a washout of an evening, but when the rain does fall, it could be torrential, and we could have some frequent lightning and brief gusty wind as well, so travel carefully if you're hitting the roadways. We'll see those storms fade away late in the evening through the early part of the night, with temperatures dipping back into the middle to upper 70s. For our hump day, we see a bit of a pattern shift, getting back into more of an onshore flow from the Atlantic, and that should help shift some of the storms away closer to the I-4 corridor and farther to the west, with highs in the low 90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know there's a better way to do things, like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate. Why make things harder than they need to be? There's a better way to save time and money. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Guys, listen up. Labor Day on the way, and now it's time to upgrade your grill game. That's right. Football season will be here before you know it, and that's when you need to head to Tools Ace Hardware. These guys have 14 local stores packed up with the best grilling brands out there. Big Green Egg, Napoleon, Rectech, Gosney, Weber, all of it's there. Not to mention, they have the wood, they have the chips, they have the injectables, the rubs. It's all right there, plus all kinds of other stuff to make your back patio absolutely perfect. You can load up on propane, pellets, and charcoal at Tools Ace today, or find the nearest store at toolsacehardware.com. Get expert advice, assembly, and local service you won't find anywhere else. It's Tools Ace, your local grill in place.
Hey Orlando, why settle for one dealership when you can shop three? Greenway Kia's 3 Central Florida locations give you access to 3 times the inventory. Shop over 1,200 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle to help maximize its value. And this week only, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied. 102 miles ago, the oil light came on. 100 miles ago, you noticed. Now, it's time to head to Take 5. This oil change, fall in love with your car all over again. In just 10 minutes, your dream technician will check your tire pressure, top off fluids, change your oil, and verify with Carfax exactly what your car really needs. All while keeping you in the driver's seat. Take 5, the stay in your car 10-minute oil change. Save up to 30% on your next oil change at Take 5. $15 value. Valid at participating locations. Terms and conditions apply.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Rates are near 3-year lows, and if you have a rate above 6.5, you may be able to lower it a point or more.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Imagine this, you and your love hand in hand watching the sunset from a tropical balcony or dancing under the stars on a luxury cruise. That's the magic waiting for you this summer at International Diamond Center. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free romantic getaway on us. Buy that perfect engagement ring or anniversary gift and let IDC buy the honeymoon or escape you'll never forget. Here's how it works. Spend $3,500 and get a 3-day, 2-night romantic hotel getaway plus a $100 Visa card and choose from over 15 dreamy sites. Spend $5,000 on her jewelry and sail away on a 3 or 4 night luxury cruise for 2, or choose a 7-night condo resort stay. Go all in at $10,000 and enjoy a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort in one of 4 breathtaking countries. At IDC, you buy the jewelry, we give you the getaway. Hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Get all the details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia.
Hi, this is Mark Spain. When you get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free and avoid the hassle of costly repairs. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Stellar Nights at Orlando Science Center features a different laser light show every Friday and Saturday night, plus planetarium shows, exhibits, and observatory stargazing. It's all included with admission, something for all ages, now through August 8th. See the lineup and grab your tickets at osc.org.
Hey Hi, Orlando. Why settle for one dealership when you can shop 3? Greenway Kia's 3 Central Florida locations give you access to 3 times the inventory. Shop over 1,200 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle to help maximize its value. And this week only, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
Be on the lookout for the Real Radio Street Team, sponsored by Farrah and Farrah, Orlando's accident attorneys, at events around Central Florida for your chance to win tickets to upcoming events and other great prizes. Get a complete listing of upcoming events at realradio.fm/events.
Teachers make a difference each and every day. Now's your chance to say thanks. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding public school teacher who goes above and beyond for students. They could be one of our $5,000 winners for classroom supplies and resources. Teachers give so much. Now it's our turn to give back. Nominate a teacher now at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit OneFirmForLife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead. So looking ahead tomorrow on Real Radio, Wednesday edition, and Ray Trenley from TK Law will be in studio with the Monsters, and that'll be a lot of fun. And don't forget your keywords, chances at $1,000 or Zoom tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with 13 chances throughout the day. Now, when it comes time for you to look ahead for you and your family in the world of estate planning, wills, and trust, you can trust Ray Trenley and his team at TK Law, just like I did, online at OneFirmForLife.com.
At work? Just pretend you're on a Zoom call with us. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch. It's time for a talkback purge on the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, Colbert Crew. I had a quick thought. If we caught a Russian spy and wanted the information, if we took a furry caterpillar and touched his sack with it, would he give up the ghost?
I was wrong yesterday about the watermelon screaming. It doesn't scream, it hisses and it spits. The thing that screams is a pumpkin. Those actually scream.
Put down the ass.
Or this in the second talk back, but yeah, you're talking about these graphics on vehicles. We do those. Usually, sometimes some of the customers will ask us to sell them magnets as well, like huge size magnets that fit those graphics, so their employees can take the vans home. Because some of the HOAs don't allow like a vehicle with graphics in the neighborhood. Yeah, it's a big problem. Just costing people more time and money.
To Jack's defense, I think only thing they can do is desecration of a body. Also, I think the teddy bear was the way for her to hug her kids still.
Oh, that's a good point. And thanks from the riding lawnmower.
Issue a rare apology on my part, but he didn't say it's a clanker. He said it's a clinker. I'm very sorry.
Oh, you can just stop listening.
Right, so the way the men will play. What up, JCS crew? What up? You guys have been hilarious today. I missed that though for sure. But you guys are hilarious. I love how Jim is like actively going through DTs. Everybody's like, Jimmy, you okay? He's like, I'm fine. What do you mean? I'm always like this. It's like, poor Jim, man. It's okay, bro. Yeah, monk fruit's good. It's really expensive, but you should try it. It is delicious as a sweet thing.
Scott's going to get me some. That is The Purge. So what we do is we save all the ones that did not make it to the air. We're going to play them at the end of the show called The Purge. We'll keep doing that for sure. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Jack.
Yep.
Ross is here as well.
Believe in yourself.
Along with our buddy Scott Brown, EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. You can go right there to the website, book yourself a consultation. You definitely want to join them for that gig coming up on September 26th, going over 401k stuff from top to bottom.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. And these events are great, again, because it's something everybody kind of has in common.
Yeah, and by the way, don't wait. I mean, I know that sounds a long way away. Go ahead and get your name on the list as soon as it's available, because this one specifically fills up. Jack says it was like immediately last time.
This is a win-win-win. Okay, win, you're getting great food from Ruth's Chris.
Yes.
Win, you're getting great information that you can abuse. And there's no buy here, there's no money down thing. And that third win, it's free.
Yeah.
You're getting information and a great meal. Take advantage of
There's
this.
no high-pressure sales thing. It doesn't work like that. They don't do business like that. So
I thought one of the wins was I was going to be there. You must have forgot that one.
That's by default.
You were getting there.
You're the man in charge.
And I'll also throw this out here. Make sure to check out Scott and I's own show, Aftermath, where we get our deep dive on some of these money topics, and you get to see me grow like a Pokemon. Like I keep evolving after every question.
EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Jack, who do we have to thank today so I can shut him up?
Oh, well, for one, Scott Brown, the man, the myth, the legend. He is here, and thank you so much. We want to thank / Distillery and Blending House. We moved Whiskey of the Week up. We're going to be off next couple of days, so we wanted Whiskey of the Week. We didn't want to miss out on that, so we enjoyed that. Jack Royer, the brand new evening news anchor at Fox 35. He's new to Orlando. He starts next Tuesday, but we had him on the air where you could see him before you could buy him.
He was a blast.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And thanks everyone who listened, all the texters and all the talkbacks. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it very much. Ross Comedy?
Yes. In fact, one of the biggest shows of my entire life, August 29th, 14 sketches, Mount Dora Music Hall. It is happening. We've never done that amount of sketches. Sketch comedy is the hardest. When it rains, it pours.
All right, very good. Can't wait. It's going to be a good time.
And tickets for that, realradio.fm/comedy.
Very good. Scott, always good seeing you, buddy.
Likewise.
Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Play well.
I can't promise that part.
All right, let's get out of here. What do you say?
Question from our YouTube chat. And big thanks to Alicia and everyone there, and Candace for overseeing everything, and the hooligans in our YouTube chat.
Yeah, thanks.
The question we posted: are you okay with neighbors parking commercial vehicles at their home?
I'd say 21% say yes.
70.
Yeah. Say yes?
70% said yes.
Oh, wow. Commercial vehicle. Okay, yeah, okay.
You are an uppity.
No. I'm thinking tractor trailers. That's what I'm thinking, because that's the only thing. I said clearly AC companies would be fine.
It said commercial vehicles, and that's what the people voted on, and 70% said they're cool with it.
You remind me of a big truck with the whole beep, beep,
Okay,
beep.
yeah. No. Hold on. Scott, in your neighborhood, if a guy had a food truck and parked it in his driveway next door to you, how would you feel about that?
I'd probably raise an eyebrow, but I wouldn't say anything.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No. I'm a nice guy. I'm a tolerant person. Guy's just trying to make a living, Jim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the best part of this show today.
Scott, it's been great knowing you.
Yeah. Here's your lifeline.
It really has. Have I ever talked to you about Goldman Sachs? You guys, all right, let's get the hell out of here. You guys have yourself a great week. On behalf of Jack and Ross and Scott, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Ann with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you next week for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a